It's Prov. Yeah. Read my mind, baby, can you see the times? I want you to be my wife, baby, please don't waste my time. I got too much work to do, I just wanna be sure of you. We ain't got no perfect views, but what works for me would work for you. Tell me, would you work for me? Serve God like you serving me. Yes, I'll lead you with certainty, provide for you eternally. To protect you, I'll get out and cock that grip. Bullets take off like a rocket ship, need you passenger side of my cockpit. Rising above this nonsense, we ain't got no sense of time. Lose yourself inside of mine, introspective, well collected. Girl, I could be your prized possession.
Yo, what's up? How's everybody doing on this Monday afternoon? What's up? This is the Stride Podcast. Welcome into all of you guys out there. The Stride Podcast, of course, if you're new here, you already know every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're here talking One Piece, all that good stuff. And man, today, guys, we have a chapter. Oda has been he's had us on this wheel of chapter break. Well, here we are with another chapter. We're going to be reading chapter 1172 today. And I'm excited because finally, last chapter, we kind of got out the flashback. That was cool. But this chapter, we're fully out. Because last chapter was half flashback, half not flashback. We're fully out and we get to see our crew again. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to saying what's up to all of you guys that are in the chat. Appreciate all y'all being here early as always. Sheila's in the building. She says, hello. What's going on, Sheila? What's going on to my Instagram people as well? I see y'all over there. Strawberry's in the building, says, hey. What's going on, Strawberry? Good to see you. Fooly. He says, yer. What's up, Fooly? What's up? Big Rocks. He said first. Well, that is incorrect. It'd be fourth, man. Long live the King Harold and Queen Estrid. Okay. He said, what's good, Vice Admiral Strawberry? Yo. Never forget, Queen Estrid was right. All her prophecies came true. True. Hi to Lince. Hi to Elias. And hi to Samuel, all on Instagram. Hello to all of you guys. Slevin's in the building. What's up? Hey, Moogies. What is up? Nakama. How are you? Dizzy in the building says, hey. What's up, Dizzy? How are you? I'm glad you are in the Cord now, which, since we're talking about the Discord, the link is in here on YouTube. If you're not part of the Discord, why not? Because this is where we talk anime and One Piece every week. Join the community if you haven't already. The link is in the chat here on YouTube. Let's see who else is in here. 3D704 says, yer. What's up, 3D? Good to see you. Let's keep this energy going. We should also use that same energy, by the way, to smash the like button. If you haven't already, we're live. Hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe too. And also, if you're new here, drop a comment and just say hi. I'd like to see your name and just say hello. So I'd appreciate that. But let's keep it going. She is finally in Discord for sure. Alex says, check my tier list and holler at me one day. What tier list? Because I don't remember a tier list. Unless I remember you dropped the top 30, but I don't remember a tier list. I need to see it. It would be anime themed. Hold on. It would be Nami themed. Of course. Everything that happens around these parts is Nami themed. We are, which I've coined this week, by the way. You guys are going to love this. We are the Tang Gang, okay? Because we all love tangerines around here. So if you're a part of my faction, right, and you love One Piece as much as I do, maybe Nami's even in your top 3 characters, you're welcome to join the Tang Gang and just be a tangerine lover like the rest of us. We are officially the Tang Gang. So yes, it's always Nami themed. Captain Eek in the building says, yo, what's going on? Mr. Nika. Alex says, chillin', bro, for sure. Good to see you. Oh, there's so many of you now. Bow down to me, fools. I was first. Sheila has proof that she was first. That's crazy. Yeah, good to see all of y'all in the chat. Of course, it's gonna be a good stream. Was goody? Not much. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let's see. Sheila says this is a great setup chapter. 9 out of 10 for me. Okay, for sure. Sarah in the building says, hey, what's going on, Sarah? Good to see you. I'll send you the yes, please do. I want to see it. I'm down with some Tang. Now hold on, Slevin. Hold on. Let's clarify. Tang is short for tangerine. Okay. Let's just clarify before the I don't want the faction to become too crazy. I don't want to dilute it. Okay. We're just here for tangerines and chill. Okay. We're just gonna get tangerines and we're gonna chill. That's it. That is it. Nothing else outside of that. We just like tangerines. Now, whatever else y'all want with the Tang, you can make your own faction. But here inside the Tang gang, we just like tangerines and we just like taking money because Nami's a cat burglar. That's it. He said the Tang gang is wild. Hey, man. Look. You said tangerine. Yes, tangerine. They still make Tang. They still make tangerines. They sure do. They still grow those. I remember loving Tang as a kid too. Plus Tang had great commercials. Yes, but that's not the Tang we're talking about today. We're talking about the Tangerines. Lince Theodore says, I still think the Seahawks are winning it all. Zaza is a Patriots fan, so I'm not, I don't want to get him started. You know what? I see Tang at a Mexican mart. Probably Tang mascot. Look, okay, now I gotta look up. See, because it's been a while. Hold on, because now I actually have to look it up. Tang mascot. Hold on. Oh no, see, no. This is not what we're doing. I'm gonna share this, but this is not. Yeah, me looking for Tang now. This is no. Okay, hold on. Yeah, this is crazy. Hold on a second. Okay, all right. That's not where I was going with this at all. Yeah, no. Tang me up then. Wow. No. We want the real thing. See, they have orange flavored Tang. No. This is what we're looking for right here. Let me help y'all out. This is what we're looking for right here. See? This is what we're looking for. Not this. Looking for this. Okay. Got it. The Sunny Will of D. Much better. Oh, wait a minute. Did Disney just cook with that? Sunny Will of D? Tangerine flavor. Okay. All right. Hold on. Nah, you just cooked. Sunny Will of D. I like that. Okay. Well, before we get into the chapter, I wanted to pull up just a picture because I'm curious. I've been told that my rankings on Luffy's fits were terrible. That's what I've been told. So before we get into the chapter, I want to spend like 5 minutes asking you guys what your favorite Luffy fit is in One Piece before we actually get into the chapter. And I actually have the picture here with all the fits. And I'm just curious. I'm going to pull it up and bang. Yes, the tank. Yes, it did look crazy. You're absolutely right. And W's for Dizzy, by the way. Facts. Let me know which one was your number one Luffy. Because I had a list and I did my top 5 Luffy fits And at 5, I had Drum Island. And I don't think that Drum Island gets enough love because, again, Luffy is rocking a yellow, orange, and white hoodie, essentially, a jacket. And those colors don't typically go together, but he rocked it well with shorts. I love it. And then what I have after that? Next after that, I think I had Whole Cake. Pretty sure I had Whole Cake next. Yeah, the wedding. Believe I had that next. Whole Cake Wedding at number 4. Dressrosa at number 3. Because like the classic iconic sunflower shirt. Like he's literally like he's on a vacation. It's like, dude, the stakes that we are dealing with right now, and it's like you're on a vacation, like you're just feet up, drinking mimosas, chilling. Number 2, I had, who did I have for number 2? Oh man, I forgot. Was it Wano? I think I had Wano at number 2. And then number 1, I had Onigashima. Yeah. I think I had Wano at number 2, 1, and yeah, that's how I did it. And I got hated on for that. I was told the whole list was invalid by some people. It's crazy. Let's see what you said. Slevin says Whole Cake Wedding. Yeah. He had it on. Post time skip. Drip went crazy. Say that 3 times fast. It's not going to happen. But no. Yes, his drip did go crazy. Absolutely. Whole Cake Island, agreed. His best fits are all movie fits. Okay. But in series, Onigashima, Dressrosa, and Whole Cake. Agreed. Onigashima, I agree. Whole Cake Island for me, my Goofy King can pull any fit. This is true. Although Amazon Lily, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not rocking with that one, but everything else I'm moderately okay with. Whole Cake Island and Egghead are my faves. See, I was told that I was invalid because I didn't put Egghead on my list of fits, but I don't really rock with the futuristic look. The moon boots and the long jacket, it just wasn't for me. I think the best person's fit in Egghead was Zoro's. That's just my opinion. But everyone's else's, I ain't really even rock with it. And I got called out for it, and it's kind of crazy. Number 1 will always be Dressrosa Luffy fit. I want that shirt. True. Onigashima and Lucy go hard. Dressrosa, oh yes, see, we agree. I didn't like Dressrosa outside of Luffy fit. Lucy fit. Really? Okay. His top fits are Film Red, Strong World, and 3D2Y. Film Gold was cool too. Okay. Afro Luffy is fire. Onigashima, Dressrosa, Sabaody. Okay, I mean, Sabaody, it was okay, I guess. It was okay. I'm not gonna give you a hard time. It was okay, I guess. Number 2, Afro Luffy. Happy Black History Month, by the way. Yes, Dizzy, happy Black History Month. I didn't know why I didn't start off with that. But yes, this is February. Happy Black History Month. Let's see. Onigashima. Yes. Yeah. Oh, facts. Lily was trash, but he was at Wifey's Island. He ain't really have to do much. That's true, bruh. But he looks like a Christmas card, man. And like my dog, he just didn't have it on. He did not have it on. Elbaf isn't it for Luffy. I actually don't mind Luffy's Elbaf fit. If I'm gonna be honest, his fit in Elbaf is okay. There's definitely better fits in Elbaf, but I think it's okay. I mean, honestly, I might say Sanji's is probably the best fit. I like the knight and shining armor look he's got going on. But yeah. Pre-time skip fit is still Alabasta followed by Sabaody. Okay. Drum Island is kind of heat. He needed pants though. True. He did need pants, but he had it on though. He definitely had it on. See, Drum Island felt homeless. Yeah, but it was that grit. It was that grit. You know, climbing the mountain. He got that one sleeve ripped. He had it on, bro. Same with Punk Hazard. He was Waldo. He was going for the Waldo look. Strawberry said, because every day is Black History Month for us. That's why. Hey, Strawberry, you got it. Strawberry said it best, and I'm going to leave it alone. She got it. I don't disagree at all. He looked like a candy cane. Yeah, that's true. It's the Waldo look. Okay. I was just curious to see if I was crazy, and it doesn't seem like I'm actually that crazy. So I'm glad that I at least have some agreement here. Okay, guys, let's get into the chapter. Let's read chapter 1172. Blind read, and let me get my, which one do I want to use? That's the one I want to use. Hold on 1 second. Do that, and I want to use this one. Good. Okay. Is that full screen already? It is. Okay. All right. Chapter 1172. Let's get it. It is titled The Elbaf I Dreamed of. And we have the GOAT himself, the GOAT of all goats himself, Bon Clay. No disrespect for Bon Clay. W's in the chat for Bon Clay. Bon Chan himself, looking dashing as always. And it says, reader request, swans helping themselves to Bon Clay's makeup. Oh, comma, my way. I love it. Okay, let's get into it, man. I don't think there's too much to see here, except we have a swan with a straw hat and a swan with a crown. Wait, is that supposed to be... Wait, hold on. Maybe there is something to see here. This isn't nothing, though. But isn't that the exact same crown that Emu has? And then we got Luffy over here with the straw hat. I just peeped. That's a very interesting style of crown. I don't think that means like literally much, but it's just interesting that he would have done that. Is that confirming that Emu was a girl? Is that confirmation? The two swans are making a heart. Hold on, let me back up. Oh, you talking about like halves of the heart? Like this is a half, that's a half. Is that where you're going, Dizzy? Or not Dizzy, Sheila? Hold on, let me squint. Maybe if I squint. Okay. Emu is a woman. See, I think so, but I feel like maybe this is now confirmation. I don't know. Is this Oda trying to drop the hint that, hey, W. Ree for peeping the cover, very lore driven. This may mean Joy Boy and Emu were friends in the start of it all. Yes. See, I was about to see. Shout out to Nika. Yes, I'm just interested. I don't know, but that's definitely an Emu crown. That's all I know. Let's see. She's scorned. Emu is Lily's reflect. Wow. I cannot read. Emu is Luffy. Hold on. Okay, I know you guys can't hear me that well. Uh, is the audio at least okay for the moment? Let me know. I know I'm far away from it. It might be hard to hear me. I'll turn the music off because literally, I don't know why my mic just dies out of nowhere. Let me know if you guys can at least hear me. Is so? Okay, that's what I thought. That's crazy, man. Yeah, literally, it's just been dying out here tossing hockey around is crazy. And I just was about to get into the chapter too. Is good enough? Okay, cool. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Did I get it? Okay, I got it. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, cool. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I don't know what. Okay, you can hear me. Wow. Is this going to be one of those chapters where just audio just dies and man, okay. I'm just gonna leave the music off. Audio's crisp. Woo, got me nervous for this chapter now. If that's what's happening at the beginning. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so we have what am I looking at? I don't even know what I see the tree. I have no idea what I'm looking at though. Okay, this is them going back up. Got it. Okay, so yeah, this is them riding back up to the Sun Realm from the underworld. We saw this in, I believe, the last chapter. Yes. Gaban says, our foes, number 3, and their mission is to kidnap 10 giant children. Okay. They mean to take the children to the Holy Land and use them as hostages to coerce the warriors of Elbaf into being their battle slaves. Okay. How can a mere trio of humans run rampant over both the giant pirates and Mr. Ya? I'm sorry I failed you, plain and simple. Okay. You say children, but these are giants, right? How are 3 humans our size going to carry these giant kids? The woman of the trio has a strange power using arrows. It seems that wherever these arrows point, the children are helpless to resist them. Okay. The Goatco, that's what I like to call her, Goatco. They are walking careless or ceaselessly toward the port in the western village. If they get to the boat, they can lose us at sea, and then it's all over. That's the true end point of the situation. Okay. Let's see. Sheila says 10 is their limit. Sorry, I forgot. 10 is the first batch of kids, which should now be 11 with Colin. True. Gabon, our Google man. Thanks for the info dumps. Yeah, thanks for catching me up, Gabon. Okay. But if that's all, then why can we not simply take back the children? One of the 3 is a man named Summers. I know him, unfortunately. A man with the powers of the thorn fruit. As a thorn man, he makes free use of vicious spiky vines. He can make them invisible too, and has wrapped them around the children. And that means we can't pick them up? How sadistic. Hey, and they are as hard as steel. If we interfere with a line of children, they'll bump into each other and harm one another like hedgehogs. Okay. The irony is the children are simply walking in a line in broad daylight, but we're unable to do a thing to help them, all due to the game created by 3 powers working together. Not so. We will save them. Okay. Seems quicker to aim for the 3 causing. Seems quicker to aim for the 3 causing all the problems. You say they're immortal, but this is okay. That's why it's like that. You say they're immortal, but there has to be a way to stop them. It's not A, it's more like I. Oh, like I. Got it. Tracking. Like trapping them in something or crushing them or eating them. Haha, yes, I agree with that. We're nearly up to the sun world. Okay. And they have made it to the top. Okay. Oh, now Haruden sees what is before him. Oh, man. Okay. So he sees the nightmares. They finally made it back to the top. Let's see. Everything's always as hard as steel except sea stone and diamond. Got it. Okay. Okay, so they made it to the top. Flames, nightmares everywhere. He sees the nightmare. It's beyond anything I imagined. Hold on, let me zoom out. Ooh. Is there no limit to these nightmares? Nightmare monsters. Look over there. Is that the Great Eric? Great Eric. Okay, well, let me look at the panel. What do we have? Okay, so same things that we saw before. I see my Zeus lookalike is coming up, appearing. Fenrir's, Jormungandr. Okay. Same thing. Let's see. Haruden's face, I think, shows what Loki's devil fruit is. Possibly. That is an interesting catch. I mean, that's the first one that he sees, and that's the one that we see him react to. And we're trying to see which one of those two is it. So, yeah, it could be. You're right. Shari says the monster from the mural too. Yes. Okay. Dorian Brogy's crew was on board, but the monsters downed the ship as they fought back. Okay. Unthinkable. True. They're really just burning Elbaf down. It's actually, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually sad to see that they aren't really able to do much for themselves. Kind of hard to see. And really the one that ironically is going to have to save them would end up being Loki. Is that Haruden? Kashi, you're alive. We've been down in the underworld. Tell us what happened. Okay. It's hard to believe, but I'll try to explain. Oof. Okay. Captains Dory and Brogy are going to kill Chief Harul. You have to stop them. Everyone's gone completely mad. Which, funny note, Harul still has one of the best defense feats in the series. So I don't think Harul should be too concerned at all. Again, after taking that sword through his eyeballs at point blank range and getting up and walking out with no real neurological damage and lived a bit relatively fruitful life afterwards, I think he's probably good. I'm gonna be honest. I think he's probably all right. I wouldn't be scared of Domi, Dory, and Brogy. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. But I guess they weren't in the room to see how it happened, so they don't know that Chief Rule is really like that for real. But maybe that's just my headcanon. What about the children, Kashi? Ripley's got a group chasing after them. But we haven't heard any word about success or not. They should have reached the port by now. Oh, and you, Roto. What about me? Oh, see, Dizzy said, like they said about Vanderdecken. True. Very true. Yep. Everyone's gone completely mad. Vanderdecken the first went mad. True. Let's see, is Nika a Lunarian there? Wait, hold on. There where, bro? Don't tell me Nika's in this panel and I missed it. Where are we alluding to, Mr. Nika? Look, okay. Got it. I'm tracking. Okay. Nika the Destroyer. I do believe that Nika will end up seeing that other side. You said it's the first page. First page. Okay, yes. You talking about when they actually showed all of the nightmares again? Let me scroll back. Let me just roll back, bro. You're talking about here, right? Got it. Okay. Maybe. Okay, where was that? Okay, all right. What about Roto? What about you, Roto? Okay. Yorn's there? I have to go. My brother is one of the hostages. Roto. Okay. I'll go with him. Yeah, me too. Hey, Kashi, which way is the school? Apparently, Nami's group is near it. You see that fire? That's the school and library burning. Why are they on fire? You say that Dory and Brogy have gone mad? That's right. Okay. Please, you must hurry. Chief Rule's life is in danger. Okay, let's see where everybody's at. Branch Route 8. Saul is here. Okay. Let's see. The school and the library are over here. We got Gabon, Roto, Stanson, Haruden, Gerd, Goldberg, Zoro, Sanji, and Chopper. Well, they're all over here. Okay. Arus Castle is over here. Got it. Let's see. Harul is here, which Dory and Brogy are heading to kill Harul. We just got told that. Let's see. The kids are here, and they are traveling toward this ship, like we just got told. That's right. Okay, got it. That's why Saul is on the ground. He tried to stop them. He's laying down. Boom, boom, boom. Granted, he's really close to that fire. So they may want to try to do something about that. Let me zoom out. I didn't miss anything. Okay. Yeah, they may want to do something about that. He's unfortunately very close to that fire. Okay. Do we catch up? I think we caught up. Okay. And Nami's supposed to be over here somewhere. Got it. All right. Oh, there we go. All right, let's keep reading. The Walrus School and the Owl Library. Okay, so they are watching it burn down to the ground. Got it. And let's see, that was that one. And then this is where Saul is, kind of, but the Straw Hats are here too. By the library, the Straw Hat crew. The library's burning. Chopper's still not back, and Brooke got some kind of idea in his head and ran off. Oh? Brooke ran off. Okay. Okay. They're taking the children. Get these arrows off of me. That's right, Nami. That's right. I never wanted to see Master Dorian Brogy like that. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. Okay, and then this is the scene that is in front. Oh no, this is underneath. Okay, right there. Got it. Got it. I'm tracking. Kill Harul. Captains, please stop. Come back to your senses. Under the power of Domi Reversi, the giant pirates head for the Western Village. Okay. 3D says, we got Saul laid out, but no Frankie. True. True. If they break off for 5 to 7 chapters of Brook lore, I'm here for it. Not going to lie. I don't want it to be that long, man. Like, I'm good. I'm good, man. We just got this long flashback. Like, please, Oda, do me a favor. I want to know, okay? I want to know what's going on with Brook. But can we just make it quick? Can we just make it quick? Let's not do the out. The longest I'll go is 5. But once we got towards the end of that God Valley flashback, One Piece did kind of start to drag on just a little bit. That's it. That's it. That's it. Hey, I know a lot of people don't want to say it. I'll say it. Okay. I will be the one to say it. It started to drag on a little bit towards the end of that flashback. And I was just ready to get back. I don't know if you guys felt that way too. But that's how I was just counting down until we were back in Elbaf. Once I got what I needed out of the God Valley flashback. Let's see. Brook and Sanji with 2 flashbacks. W pervert agenda. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind another one, but we can't go too long. That's all I'm trying to say. Slevin says we're getting and that's fine. Yeah, I agree. I don't mind the incoming Brook flashback. He's already teased that we're gonna get something more with the whole Gunko connection. So I'm cool with that. I honestly am completely cool with that. But I just don't want to, I don't know. I really just don't want to be in a long-winded flashback. That's it. Because it was just hard. It was just, oh my God. Wow. Hold on. Oh, God. Here we go again. This freaking mic. I don't know. I might need another one. I'll do something. All right, we're just gonna thug it out with this mic. Until I can get this one because it literally just keeps going out. I have no idea why it keeps going out, but that's crazy. Hockey Blitz, maybe, but I'll speak up so that you guys can actually hear me. Barely hear you. Great. That's awesome. That is wonderful. I'm gonna fix it officially when I get everybody up here.
There's this black one right here.
Yeah. What, can you hand it to me? Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
This one.
Oh, no. No, I need this other one. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second.
Another one.
This one down here. Let me see if it lets me use it. No, hold on. Wait, hold on. Test. No, y'all cannot. Wow. Okay. Hey, we're just gonna thug it out. I'll fix this here in a minute. All right. If I speak up, can you guys at least hear me somewhat while I figure out this mic thing? Freaking mic. There we go. Okay, now it's working again. Oh my God. Let me make this quick. Okay, let me make this quick before this freaking mic cuts out again. Holy crap. This is crazy. Sorry, guys. Literally all week while I'm using this, I have no issues until Monday comes. Holy moly, that is crazy. Okay, let me wrap this up so I can have a chance to figure my mic out. All right, where are we at? Okay, so we saw Harul, or the Dorian Broggie are going to try to get Harul. Got it. Let's see. We're coming for you kids. Get those monsters out of the way. Okay? The hostage children. We're going to be at the port soon. And then don't whine, your warriors of Elbath. Let me turn it down so I don't clip. There we go. Okay. Don't whine, your warriors of Elbath. But we're not warriors. Wait, who said that? Oh, okay. That's Colin was talking to them, and they said in the back that we're not warriors. Talk about it, Colin. Talk about it. The Western Village, no. The Western Village, no. You should flee if you wish. It's time to flee, Chief Harul. There's no reasoning with Captain Dory and Captain Broggie right now. I will stay. I have something to say to Elbath. Ooh. Okay. 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 Fully is right, by the way. I guess I should remind everybody. If you're here, we're about to be done with the chapter, but if you're here, please hit the like button. And if you're new here, make sure that you drop a sub. Appreciate it. We're going to finish the chapter review. Now, if all I know is Harul at this point, he better not vindicate Loki. He better not vindicate Loki right now. That's crazy. If that's what Harul is about to say, I was in the throne room and I saw the truth. Harul, bro. Harul. It's too late. I know Loki didn't want it either, but it's too late to try to do that, bro. I don't want that. I don't want it. All right. Hear me, Elbath. I wish to tell you everything before I die. Oh, God. Here we freaking go. Here we go. Okay. Is that Chief Harul? Our old liege, wise King Harold? Wished to... Oh, that's him saying that. Our old liege, wise King Harold wished to bring Elbath into the world government so that we might coexist with the rest of the world. No way we're getting a Vegapunk-esque flashback. There's no way. Hold on, wait, not flashback, but like message. Like, remember the Vegapunk message? Obviously, this is not going to take 15 chapters like that did. Thank God. But no way we're doing the same thing. At the end of my life, I am about to die, and it's time for me to have a tell-all. So listen up. No, we're good. And ironically, Vegapunk is here on the island, and Lilith is gonna be like, man, this seems so familiar. It's like we just did this like yesterday, because it wasn't that long since they were on Elbath. That's hilarious. All right, let's hear Mr. Harul Cook. Wish to bring Elbath into the world government so that we might coexist with the rest of the world. But on that fateful day, 14 years ago, he was betrayed and denied his wish. Chief Harul. Okay. I witnessed a demon slaughter Harold and the rest of his soldiers. Harold resisted, bending the knee and handing over Elbath to the demon. He fought and he died. What? I thought Loki killed the king. But if the people learned, oh my gosh. Okay. But if the people learned the truth They would rise up in vengeance and become the warfaring nation that Harold did not desire. So I held my silence. Loki. Oh my gosh. Bro, this is crazy. Wow. Wow. What a freaking yo. Oh my gosh. All right, man. Look, I'm just doing it like this. Yeah, GG's free. I'm just gonna do it like this, and we'll finish it off, and I'll fix the mic. I promise. Holy crap. Okay. Sorry for everyone that's watching. This has been the most drawn out thing I've ever done for a chapter. Okay. Woo. Loki, meanwhile, bore the rage of the nation upon his back and took to the sea. He may be a tactless man, but Loki is innocent, a bit inaccurate, but a nice turn of the phrase. Nicer than he deserves. Wow. Okay. Put straw hat on. Okay. I gotta yell so y'all can hear me. But today, it seems that though they had given up initially, they once again require our massive power. And thus, 3 demons have come back in an attempt to take over our country. Yawn, I could take a nap and still complete the mission at this point. Yes, I know the mic. I know. I'll fix it. I know, trust me. It's been a okay. Oh, now it's working again. Okay, there we go. Now it's working again. Holy crap. This has been the hardest chapter read I've ever had. And it's going to probably go out again before I'm done. Holy moly. Sorry, guys. It should not take this long to read this chapter. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I have another mic right here that I will use when it's all done. Okay. Where was I at? Okay, so we got them all standing up there. Killingham, Summers, Gunko. Got it. And Killingham looks like he has a lot more aura right now, and I like it. I'm sorry, children. I must ask you to cover your ears now. That's right, Harul. You tell him. The Elbaf I dreamed of doesn't bow to anyone. Okay, Usopp, with your little, I like the moment. Listen up, you devils. If you spare the children's lives, we will freely give up our culture and history. But if you think you've broken our spirit, you are sorely mistaken. Do not expect Harold's patience from us. You think you can rule over us and enslave us? Who do you think you're talking to? If the world is destined to be split in two, as the Harley's prophecy suggests, then Elbaf shall be an enemy to the world government. Okay. Did you think that thorns, reversey, and illusions would cause us to submit to your yoke? I like that, old man. Oh, I love it. 3 centuries ago, he was the strongest man on this sea. We will never give in to your rule. Am I wrong? All of you proud warriors of Elbaf. I love Elbaf. I love his back. Fine. Just think of a way to undo these arrows. Okay. Protect the peace that Harold envisioned. Oh. Okay. Maybe I spoke too soon on Harold. I still don't like that he waited as long to vindicate him, but I'm cool with it. We've caught up. Watch out that they don't trap you between them. I've got a plan. Ooh. Okay. Guys, I apologize for the mic issues, but we finally made it to the end of the chapter. Gang, please hit the links and come up here so we can talk. And yeah, because it's gonna be a good conversation. Holy moly, that was the longest, most difficult chapter read I've ever had, and I don't know why it took so long for the mic to work and not work. Whatever, man. This has been a whirlwind. But man, shout out to all of you guys. I see a lot of you guys in the chat. Like I said, if you're new here, we're about to get the Nakama up here. We're gonna have a conversation about the chapter. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe. Hit the like button as well. We drop a lot of One Piece content every Monday. We're here obviously talking about the chapter, and I would like to have y'all a part of the team. Let me see what you guys said here in the comments. The more you shout, the cheer the audio sounds. Got it. I'm tracking. What's going on, Strawberry? Okay. Let's effing go, Harul. Long live King Harold. Okay. Let's see. Nah. Goes from a 10 to a 9 because of what it did to Ree's mic. I'm not gonna lie. This has been insane. This mic was almost $400, and the fact that it's doing this is insane. Granted, I think it's just my cable. I'm almost positive it's just my cable, which is what I'm gonna change out as soon as everyone gets up here, and I'm pretty sure that'll fix it. But we'll see. Let's see what else we got. He said, "LOL, Flutter." D Elbaf, if you're hip. Facts. Elbaf is D. Zoro is cooking. Okay. Long live Elbaf and D. Truth. Let's see. Dizzy says Zoro is cooking. Zoro pulling out the sword against the mortals like he can cut them. W Aura. True. And the mic is out. Oh wait, it's still up. The mic's not out. Wow. I got a second wind. Maybe. And it's dying again. Holy crap.
Dang.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Hold on. You're going to give me a chance to live. No, you're not. Okay. All right.
For those that don't know, Rhea is showing a lot of emotion right now. This mic situation.
I have another cable. I'm gonna switch the cable. He said GG. Yeah. Let me switch the cable and then we'll get started. Wow, man, this is freaking insane. What a freaking night that this has been. Let's see. Yo. Oh man. Just bear with me. Hold on a second. Okay. I got a new cable. Hold on. Holy. Hold on. Just everybody. Hold your horses, okay? Holy crap.
This might be getting you to work.
Yo, facts.
It doesn't like the chapter.
Yo.
Or it does like the chapter. One of the two.
I don't know. Hold on.
Is this going to affect your rating of the chapter?
Yes. Absolutely. Okay. Let me try this. Okay. Hold on. And it's wait. There we go. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me switch my mic again. One more second.
All right. Hit us with it.
Okay. I have a new cable. Goodness gracious. And we're good. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Strawberry Simmons. Okay. All right. Strawberry, can you send out the link?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. Man, we are here. Slav, so on only days that I open it up to the public officially is on break weeks. Now I just switched that. So as far as the chapter reviews, it's just the few people that are on the podcast weekly. I only open it up like completely for break weeks. Okay, I think it was just that, and I think I'm good. Okay, man. Wow, what a freaking chapter review, man. What a freaking chapter review. What's going on, Strawberry? What's going on, Fully? How are you
Hello.
doing? Good to see y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Holy crap. Okay. While everyone is getting set up, did you guys drop it a rating because of the mic issues? I'm actually curious because
No.
I am. This chapter was a 9 out of 10, but since y'all remember Doflamingo in his introduction, like
Yeah.
the veins that popped out when he heard about Monet, right? When he heard about the factory on Punk Hazard. You remember those veins? And remember the sound effect it made when you were watching it? That's how I felt reading this chapter. And every time I would start talking, it would just hit the. It's like, yo, bro. Let's not do it. Let's see. Sheila says, can we have Jeopardy on all break weeks? All break weeks. I mean, yeah. I mean, fully, they obviously love what you did. We do need to bring, I will say this, we do need to bring the at some time the Jeopardy that you did. We do need to bring that to the actual podcast because that was actually pretty dope. Which, guys, if you don't know, Fully is the game guy in the Discord now. So last Sunday, not this past one, but the Sunday before last in the Discord, he hosted the first game night on Sunday night. And it was actually pretty dope. Actually, Fully, why don't you tell about it? You're the game guy.
Yeah.
Tell about what you do, man.
Yeah, like I said last week, not last week, but the week before last. Yeah, I hosted a Jeopardy, a One Piece Jeopardy night. I've been thinking about throwing in different things. I'm open for suggestions from like the community and whatnot. If you're there on Sunday, I'm open to throw out different things. But like this Sunday coming up, I'm planning on doing another Jeopardy game or Family Feud One Piece. And I'm also in the process, if I can get enough people who want to learn and play, because I've heard a few people who say they wanted to, I'm down to start doing a One Piece, D&D campaign or something like that for those people who are interested in that. That's one thing I do want to offer out there to our fans in the community that is in the server. So this is one of the things that you get when you join the Discord server. You get to have game nights. You get to have community, union, family.
Sheila says, how to be a millionaire.
How to be yeah,
that would be cool. Or the Family Feud as well. Family Feud. That'd be dope. I know you talked about that. Yep. Okay, we're about to get into talking about the chapter. Let's see. Still at 8.5. Great, but no Luffy or Loki. It was a hyped status report. Okay. Well, while we're waiting, you guys can go ahead and talk about the chapter. Strawberry, what's your thoughts about the chapter?
I saw that coming from Harul. I don't like that. I don't like the we want to tell the truth when we're about to die thing. I've never liked that from any movie. So I don't really like that too much, but I'm kind of glad we're getting to the meat and potatoes of the battle. I'm really ready to see how everyone is going to navigate their fights. That's what I'm more so interested in. So this chapter was more just a build up. All the build up is kind of like you said, Ree. I will co-sign on that. Yes, it was dragging. It still kind of is. I'm ready for the real battle in Elbath.
Yeah.
I get the build up, but I need a good fight. Now I'm starting to act like these young anime watchers that like need a bunch of fight scenes. Now I just need a fight scene because we've had too much non-fighting. Even though we just had Loki kill his dad, but I need something.
I will say I do like where we are in Elbath. I think where I was going, at least for what I was saying specifically, was just towards the end of the flashback. It just dragged a little bit. I wish that it could have been just a little bit more concise, because okay, and it was kind of my fault because I thought right after we were done with God Valley, we were coming back to Elbath, but we weren't. We kind of segued. Harold had his thing, which makes complete sense, by the way, why that was thrown in at that time. But I was just kind of ready to just get back. I think it had just taken too long. Like maybe if it was 5 chapters shorter, the whole thing total, I would have been cool. But I understand why it had to be written that way. So no issues for the way Oda did it. But yeah, it'll be nice when we actually get into the real meat and potatoes of Elbath. But I can wait. But this was definitely, like Dizzy said, it was a status report. I mean, we knew everything that we were told already. So, but what did you rate it though, Strawberry?
I will give it I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. It was. I believe it's what we all expected.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is what we all anticipated. So, but nonetheless, it still is a good chapter. We're getting the ball rolling. I just needed to go down the hill now.
All right. Fully, bro. What's your thoughts, man?
Off record, say that my rating for this chapter, clean 9 out of 10. Clean 9 out of 10 easily. The reason why I have to give this a 9 out of 10 for me, even though it was a status setup, like a status chapter and whatnot, I'm a big person who'll be like, man, these setup chapters be killing me sometimes. But like, there were certain gems in the chapter that I really enjoyed. I loved like Usopp's reaction to like them getting back to like, oh, they're getting back to the warriors that I love. They're getting back to their thing, and Nami being like, yeah, I hear you and all that, but like, we need to get out of this. We need to be focusing. I love that whole interaction there. The part where with Jarul, when Jarul spoke on the prophecy, not the mural, but the prophecy, and how like the war is supposed to be split and whatnot. I'm like, oh, that's an interesting gem, because I hate to say, I know you hate this, it makes me want to look at the mural again and be like, is the tree supposed to be a split? And like, you know what I mean? Like, because we all, it makes me want to look back at that thing again and whatnot. And I'm like, there are so many little gems and whatnot. Getting more details on Summer's powers, like we already knew what Summer's powers were, but like getting a little bit more details on that and whatnot. I just like the little sprinkling of things. Like it was a status update chapter, but like I've had worse status update chapters from Oda, and I gotta be honest about that. And like I enjoyed it. This was a solid 9 out of 5, but 9 out of 10 for me. Yeah.
Yo.
Okay. I could dig it. Yo, what's up, Ben? What's up, Nika? I could dig it. Let's see. Before you go, let me see. I know 3D was asking, where is the Jeopardy taking place? It is in the Discord Sunday, every other Sunday night. So that would mean this upcoming Sunday night, there will be another game that is going to be played in the Discord at 7 p.m. Central. Isn't that when we did it last time?
Yep.
Yeah, 7 Central Standard Time, and it's going to be no longer than 2 hours. So that'll be every other Sunday. Okay. All right, Za. What's your thoughts, man?
Okay. I really did like this chapter. I'm with Fuli. I give it a 9 out of 10. Setup chapters, I saw it. People hated this chapter on the internet. Like I was
Really?
watching,
Wow.
a lot of people hated this chapter. They said nothing really happened, and I look at the little details. Sometimes as anime fans, we get caught up in Russian stuff and fights, but like think about it like this: Haruo came out of his shell, Usopp came out of his shell. Like yo, think about it like this: his love for the country outweighed his fear. For the first time, I was like, good to you. And you see Nami stepping up as well. Like you see the timid trio, besides the other one, they all got out of their shell. They all ready to fight. Nami's ready to fight. Usopp's ready to do it. I'm telling you, I'm just saying it's great. Zoro's plan, listen, Zoro's not the best planner, so I still want to see where this goes, but I love I'm sorry, he's just not. This man wants to get thrown or just cut, it is what it is. But nah, this is a good chapter. I really don't like I'm with you, Ree. I really don't want to go into a too long backstory of Brook. Like let Brook do some quick shit, the way he cuts people, he walks by. Let's do a 3-step page and then we done. And then we get right back to the action. I don't need anything besides longer than that. We've done too many backstories. I'm good. But besides that, 9 out of 10 chapter.
That's true. And I'll say even in Egghead, the cutaways that we got from the crew, they were present, most of them, and there was action in them as well. So it kind of didn't drag as much in a way. So yeah, I'm good. If we're gonna do a Brook flashback, again, just make it snappy, hit the quick highlights, and let's come back. I don't want to go too deep. All right. Benz, what's your thoughts, bro? What's your rating?
I'll rate it like 8.5 out of 10. Just due to the simple fact that it's a setup chapter. I don't usually give a setup chapter like a 10 out of 10 unless it's like something along the lines of like crazy news that just the news itself will break the internet. Like a Joy Boy's flashback or like who Emo actually is, something like that. But give it like a strong 8.5. Good setup. I like everything in it. Big Jiru upscale, and I just like it overall for the Giants.
Okay, for sure. What did you rate 1149? That was the one right before Domi Reversi. At the end of the chapter, that was like Moo is here when she had just taken over Gunko. Because that was essentially kind of a setup chapter too. I'm just curious where you rated that.
I think that one, if I could reclaim it in my mind, I think I probably gave it like an 8.5, 9 maybe at most. But if I did give it a 9, it's probably because of Emo.
Okay. I could dig it. All right, hold on. Let me read a few of I think I hit most of them, but let me see. Strawberry channeling her inner show bro. Yes, and I'm here for it. Give me some action now. Okay. It should be 7.5, but that speech gives it another full 8.5. Okay. 9 out of 10 just for a rule speech. I was Usopp this entire chapter. Otherwise, I probably would give it a 7. But 7 is par of the course, though, Alex. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's like an average rating, though, Alex. I think I might have gotten 1.8, and I think Alex might have rated 1150, which was the best chapter I ever read in my life, in 8.5. So it's like, I don't know. Do you recall, Nika, what he rated that one?
No, but what was 1150 about since you said that?
That was Domi Reversi. That was what it was titled. That was when it all had started.
That was the best chapter you ever read in your life?
Ever. Hands down.
So you just forgot about the Shamrock introduction? It's all good. 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 It's all good.
I was just gonna let you land. I was gonna let you land. I knew you were gonna do that.
In Shamrock we trust, bro. In Shamrock we trust.
No, bro. No. Because if it was like that, then it would be one of the chapters that I have a manga for to my left. You know.
Hey, listen, you chose not to get that. Shamrock told us 1,000 years ago in that chapter, the New World was run by the Giants, and we see, like, it's because of Shamrock we're getting all this, like, yo, we need the Giants on our side, we this, that, and the third. Before the flashback even started, before Rock said it, before all these other people went about it, Shamrock told us, bro. He told us the truth.
I'm gonna ask this
the truth
question.
will set you free. You know,
I'm gonna ask this question out of curiosity. I'm gonna ask you this, and I want to test your bias. Which
boy, that's not a good thing to test. It's not a good thing to test.
Which do you think is more impactful or better overall, knowing or having in the story? Shamrock or Domir Versi?
That's really not a fair question at all.
No, it's very fair.
So first of all, L Mans for the question. First thing first, because both of those things are very significant to the story.
Of course,
Domir Versi might be as important as Shamrock. Might be. All right. That's how much the Shamrock stocks are. Like, I checked the Shamrock stock market this morning. I'm not gonna lie, it's the only one matching Sabos.
Wow, this is great.
It's the only one. I just wanted you to know that because you're my guy, and you guys are my people. So.
By the way, where was Nami at on there? If you remember seeing her.
Oh, Nami got top 5 stocks. Like, she's cool. She's actually top 3, but I'm gonna leave a little lower for 4 and 5. So she's top 5 stocks. You feel me?
That's fine. So I could dig it.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
I just need to check what stock market you were looking at, because.
Hey, look, Ben's Clover was up there too, man. Hey, look.
Oh crap. All right, let's see. Being that the new giant pirates are going to need a new ship, this may lead to 1,000 Sunny upgrade. Okay. The
second clue that leads to 1,000 Sunny upgrade, because the first one was Ripley giving Frankie all the Atom wood. So shout out to Dizzy. Point 2. Yeah.
Valid. Dizzy's on it. Yeah, Oda be giving out that map update chapter every now and then. And I love the map update. It was nice. It was very nice how he drew it this time. Let's see. I love the status maps. Why would the new Giants need a new ship? Their ship is fine. Alex. Okay. Her old pirate ship, you right. Great Eric is done off. Okay, they're talking back and forth for each other. The map was perfect. I love the snapshots of what was happening at each point. Truth. The chapter told us that 300 years ago, Hyrule was the strongest of everyone out there. That's big.
For everyone that's asking about this is after Ryuma. The Ryuma's not around at this time. Like, when Ryuma's in his prime doing his thing, this guy's a baby. By the time he grows up, there's no one on the seas close to Hyrule besides his counterpart that Big Mom took out, which makes things very contradictory in some sense. But I'm not Oda, so don't question me. But I'm just letting y'all know. You feel me? No one on the seas at this time. What's it called? I personally feel like the Ryuma stuff, because it's really sketchy from the 800 years but I think it was 400 years ago he was alive, whatever the case may be. So I personally think this is right after the Ryuma time. Yeah, that's just me. For anyone who might be pondering on that,
that makes sense why he could tank a sword through his face. I'm with it. I've been on the Hyrule agenda for the longest time, so I'm the originator.
His boy make it weird because you got killed by a 5-year-old. Granted, not your average 5-year-old. She just make. It's like when you talk about the Giants and then you like, yo, the Giants is like that. And then you got Mr. 3 in Little Garden. It's like, someone's always going to bring that up. Even though we know those passes, someone's always going to bring it up. It's the same vibe here. You know what I'm saying? So
that's why you have to scale Big Mom and Mr. 3 with everything the Giants do.
I'm going to go back on mute.
And Bon Clay.
And Bon Clay. I'm with it. I am here for it.
Bon Clay upscale all day.
I'm here for the upscales, bro. Let's see. We don't really know anything about that. Wait, anything about that happened 300 years ago, or who else was there?
We know Ryuma. We know Ryuma was there, which is actually the funny thing because Ryuma was around, I think, 100 years before Ja Rule, or within that 100 years before Ja Rule. But I'm not Mr. Timeline. You gotta, if y'all want to know about the timeline of One Piece, join the Discord. Shout out to my guy Alex. He can tell you all about it on God.
Oh, here he is right here. Vince Smokes were on top 300 years ago and had just taken the North Blue. That was.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? I know my boy. I know my boy.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, Kezi looked disgusted with your 1150. Yeah, I know. This is agenda piece over here at the Stride podcast. So, just gotta keep that in mind. Man.
Listen, if it stands in the way of the Shamrock or the Sabo agenda, the double S agenda, I'm gonna add another S on there when Smoker makes his appearance. But I'm gonna wait till now. I'm gonna wait for that. Yeah, I know I sound loony as hell. But shout out to Bugs and Daffy. Just know that this shit is real and the agendas are real, and they're gonna listen. Just y'all will know me a year later. I'm gonna be here. If I'm wrong, just tell me, yo, you was bugging. But I guarantee you, I'm on point. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, Smoker and Luffy are the two people who are going to meet. I keep telling y'all this. I'm saying that.
W Fully.
No, bro. I already told you it is a Dragon and Luffy year to meet. That I've called it. I called it in January at the beginning of the year. So when they meet in December, that's when they're gonna meet. That's how we're gonna close out the year with a Dragon and Luffy coming face to face. And it's gonna be like Star Wars, like the Luke, I'm your father, because Luffy won't recognize him. It's like, Luffy, I am your father. It's like, huh? Or they get the eyes pop out. That'll probably be it. Like, oh, you're him. That's gonna be the last chapter of the year.
I do think we are getting in that moment, whatever is going on. I do think we get the G5 eye pop out. I do think that.
Thank you. See,
and I do think Luffy tries to punch his father. I do think that happens. He's punched every dragon in the series. He's punched every other known dragon in the series. He even attempted to punch Loki if Loki is Needhogger, but that's it. But I'm just letting y'all know. I'm just saying he's attempted to punch every dragon he's come across in the series. Celestial dragons, Punk Hazard dragons, Momonosuke even got a couple hits in from Luffy. Like everybody, Kaido, we saw that. He got the biggest punch. Point is, regardless, Luffy will put hands on a dragon if need be.
Truth. Okay. Well, actually, it's your turn to go, bro, to give your thoughts on the chapter. Yeah.
Thoughts of the chapter 8. Solid. I was with Alex. It was a 7 until the Usopp energy came. But I give it an 8. I rock with the I don't like what you said about my boy Ja Rule and his speech, Ree. Don't like that. It wasn't just a casual speech. It was a call to war. You know what I'm saying? It was a threat. If you think we're gonna sit here and just lay down and take it, you're wrong. We're gonna get active. That's what Ja Rule was saying. And
can I say something on that?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I do need to clarify. Maybe I spoke a little bit too soon, but I do still hold some of my sentiments that I did say initially, because I don't like that he waited so long to vindicate Loki, because Loki said, I know you're about to say. I know.
Yeah, I'm about to say, did I say that? Right.
Hold on. Wait, I already know you're about to cook me. So before you cook me, I'm gonna go and say it, and I'm gonna let you just cook me like Garp against Big Mom in God Valley. I know. I'll let you get it. Either way,
I ain't gonna do that. It ain't that bad. It ain't prime rib motion.
So I don't like that he waited that long to vindicate Loki. That felt weird. It felt odd, off. I thought this whole time you didn't remember. That's kind of why we gave you the pass. But though, like, you kind of did remember, and it's like, okay, well, you know what? This is the perfect time, which At the same time, though, I do give him credit because that was an amazing rallying speech. It got me hyped. Probably a little bit because I had to yell it into my camera's mic just for y'all to hear me. But since I yelled it, I felt the passion that he felt when he was yelling it. And it inspired me. I see why Usopp was kind of going crazy. So I do take a little bit of that energy back. That wasn't fair. But I just felt like he was about to do like a Vegapunk-esque type thing. I'm about to die. Let me just spew all my info. And I thought it was going to be something like that. But it was different. So
it was more like I'm about to die, but before I die, I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. Cause I've been waiting to tell your bitch ass this shit for a long time. Sorry for the dialogue, but that's really the energy he carried in that. But no, I give the chapter 8. It was dope. It was definitely a setup chapter, build up. Zoro's plan. We have 2 examples of a Zoro plan back in the day. Well, 3. And I do think this is ironic. I'm gonna talk about the last one, which was the most important one. But the first one is Enies Lobby. He said he had a plan and then he just relied on luck. Then we got Dressrosa, where he made up a bunch of plans in his head and then he, throw me and I cut him in half. If Druden throws him, he will be a super rocket. I just want y'all to know this is not gonna be no Orlumbus or no Jinbei throw. This is gonna be a real strike 1, strike 2, strike 3 all in one throw. That type of vibe. Like he might go past them, you know what I'm saying? So Druden might got to dial it back, power purposes. But I will say that the one plan that did seem interesting to me was, remember Little Garden when he had a plan and his plan was to cut off his limbs, and if he cut off his limb, he would then fight together with Dory and Brogy, or Dory in the moment, or it was Brogy, whichever one of the giants. But he was making an actual pact with the giant at the time. Like they were like, yo, how about we fight together? It was showing that Zoro understands the might of the giants and the giants understand the might of Zoro. Type one of those kind of parallels. So I honestly, truly feel like this is just one of those sentiments where it's like Zoro has a plan. Let's see what the plan is going to be. He just mastered, well, not mastered, but he just got the info he needs to master Conqueror's Haki. I do feel Zoro and Luffy might be a bit above the edge where Gabon might think they are at. And the reason why I say this is really because you've heard my thoughts on this before, the critical mass stuff. I think Zoro and Luffy they're already halfway there, if not already on it. They just don't have all the applications of Haki to apply it as need be necessary. The situations to make it said critical. I do think if Zoro does a plan here, it's going to be something to really throw off Dory and Brogy specifically. Because they're the 2 leader of all the giants. So if you get the 2 of them, then maybe it's a trickle down effect. But 8 out of 10, dope chapter. I really love it. It was dope. I love the Usopp energy. I actually really want to hear your thoughts on Usopp this chapter when you get a chance. So there you go.
I see now why you said what you said when we talked yesterday. Interesting. Okay. Let me read a couple of these comments real fast. Let's see. Dizzy said Ryuma was around the same time as Nolan. Okay. Got
That's
it.
400. That's 400 exact years ago.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I like it. Smoker is a good Marine.
The only one that parallels Gart wholeheartedly.
Fair.
Shout outs to Kobe, but wholeheartedly, Smoker.
I have something to say about that, but me and you are not going to agree. I already know it, so I'm just going to keep that in my
I
head.
feel like I know what you're going to say because I've heard it before. So
you have. We already had this discussion.
It's all good. It's all good. Most likely, what I'll do, I'll probably stir the pot and then let Bands see if Bands could find a middle ground between the 2 of us to see if he says something.
What's crazy is I think Bands would actually agree with me. I think Bands would agree with me. I recently just had a whole moment with Bands about Smoker and TOPT. So in their Discord server. So I actually think Bands will find the middle ground between the 2 of us. That's what I think. Yes, okay. He's Gandhi here in a sense. Steve Bryan in the building. What's going on, Steve? What's up? What's up?
Big Steve.
Let's see. He said what Harold should have said. All right, hold on. We're not slandering Harold again, bro. We're doing this again.
Please slander him.
Oh my god.
Slander
I mean,
that man.
Jarul did. He said, "Listen, I don't know what y'all think this is. Y'all must think we
Yo.
Harold, but y'all got it all up. You feel me? We not Harold, and we gonna do something." And that's literally what Jarul said. He relied on the Harold slander to get his speech across. So
I mean,
shout outs to
cool,
Vegapunk, shout outs to Yasui, but this was a call to action. Shout outs to Jarul, bro.
So are
Hey,
are we gonna give Harold a nomination for worst father of the year?
Oh
What's
my
the-
god.
what's the word on
We're
this?
really doing this. Like,
What's the word on this, man?
Yo,
Yo.
you can nominate him, but he can't win. You can nominate him, but he cannot win.
why can't he can't even be nominated? His
gotta
kids
be
No,
top
he could be
five.
he could
Nah,
definitely
he
be
gotta be
nominated.
nominated. He gotta
He
be
could
nominated.
definitely be nominated. Ree, you're jaded. Ree, you're jaded.
No.
You're like, yo, you talk a lot. You used to be talking a lot of smack about Usopp, but you parallel him all the same with this giant love.
That's
You
fine.
parallel
Look,
him all the same.
that's
Just
cool.
want you to know that.
That's
you know that.
cool. I'll accept any parallels I have with Captain Usopp. But in this moment,
I like
we
the
not gonna do
Zah.
that.
You hear that? He called him Captain Usopp. You hear that, right, Zah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause if I
he's
parallel
respecting his
Usopp,
son now. You see him
I
respecting
will-
his son?
W
I-
man.
That's Usopp.
Usopp is a
He's
liar,
coming around.
so I don't mind calling him Captain Usopp because I know that I need to take on the role of the liar. So I'm cool with lying to be able to make him feel better. I'm cool.
Something else you got to understand about Harold is that he was not in his son's lives like that. Most of the time he was out at sea, and when he did come back, there was no real regulation of his two sons. There was no like, hey, how's it going? I know you're having a hard time, Loki, or Hadrudin, I need you to be nicer or kinder to your brother because of this. There was no parenting from the dad at all. It was just the moms, and it was really just Ida. Estrid died, so we don't care about her. It was just Ida mothering these two sons, trying to turn them into men.
Read my hand hurting.
I got
Read my hand hurting. And I only say this because my biggest thing was Harold seeing his eyes and he never saw them. He saw the bandages and he said, "Hey, why are your eyes bandaged? Let me see it, young blood." He ain't never do that. He just like, "Oh, your eyes bandaged. You good? I'm good. Let's roll. Let's keep it pushing for world government. Let's go." That's all I'm saying. He never even once tried to look at the boy eyes. Like, goddamn, bro. Come on.
Hold on, I'm sorry. We're not gonna talk. We're not gonna talk about baby Loki being thrown into the abyss.
That was.
I mean, listen.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Listen.
Yeah, I would
imagine. I don't even know if he was told that. But look, I don't even know if he was told that. Like, imagine. Like, look, he cried for Estrid. Imagine being told, "Hey, so she gave birth, then she just curried him straight off that ledge, and he cried for her still." I don't know if that was even told him. I literally think they were Game of Thrones to Loki. Like, I mean, not Loki to Harold. They hid stuff. They did stuff behind the king's back and hid it in the hope. Like, it even got to a point where Ida was like, "Yo, so he did all that. He's in a river. So you not gonna let him? You not gonna like? You wasn't gonna do nothing." Like, she was about to start violating people for Loki. So,
But the problem is, though, is like, I get it. I get the justification. You want to put it on the mother. But the simple fact that his own father is not keeping up with his own baby, that's still on him to a certain degree. You're telling me, let's say you hide stuff from me. How can you hide stuff from me if I'm always with the baby? If I'm not with the baby, it's easier to hide the stuff from me.
This might sound racially incorrect, but if he was black, Ida would have had him on child support first and foremost. Because that, I ain't gonna hold you. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Well, maybe not Nika, because she is one of those baby mamas that is like in love still. And he do kind of come back to her every now and again.
Wait, hold on, Strawberry. You might be a little jaded.
Am I?
You might be a little jaded. Yeah, you might be, because a lot of these baby mamas is putting people on child support still love them niggas. They still do. They just need their bread. That's all it is. It's still a business. A baby is a business. If anyone has misunderstood this in any type of sense in the year 2026, I'll tell you now, from 2020 to now, even before then, having a baby or getting married is a business, and Elbath understood that, which is why they didn't let him marry her, and is why they treated Hadrudin the way they did, and was trying to anchor Loki for what he was. That's all I'm telling you. It's all a business, regardless.
Big mom, big mom, big mom.
Big mom, big mom, big mom. Let's go, man. Yes, facts. Bands is spitting.
Okay. All right. I'm glad y'all got all of that out. Now I have to respond because this is crazy. Like, so everyone, all of y'all agree with that, right? That's where y'all are.
He needs to be nominated. Yes.
Okay, got it.
He shouldn't win.
Wait,
but he should be nominated.
Not win.
Before you respond, Ree, I saw someone in the comment say that Garland is a better father than Harold. I'm going to have to disagree with that. At least when Shanks came back, Garland still wanted the trio to be connected. He still was like, "Oh, I love you, my son," this and that. He was still giving him all the love. So if he would have stood as a holy knight, he would have been all there for support for Shamrock and Shanks.
You got Shamrock right too. Yeah,
that's
Shamrock,
what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
And Reed, before you go, not gonna lie, Harold's in that kind of Neptune, kind of careless, like letting someone throw weapons at your kid. You letting your kid get thrown off. You like I said, you nominated. You on that list. You're not gonna win, but you're there. You in the company. You sitting at the table right now, bro. You're doing a lot, and you've been a bad ruler. And now you're a bad dad too, bro. You losing all over the place, bro. And you lost your soul. God dang, that's 3 things. Yeah. Oh.
Go ahead, Fully. Let it out, bro. I'm ready.
Oh man, I got a favor. You know how? Remember that time that all y'all was defending Yasa, like, hey, you're not a bad dad. He's a solid dad.
No, Jay. No. Fully. Jay. Yeah, because Yasa is the one that wins the Grammy or the Oscar for bad dad for sure. Harold is nominated, but he ain't beating Yasa. He's not even close.
As long as you still defending Yasa, homie, you gotta understand. Harold got to go down that path too, homie.
Till this day, I'm defending Yasa. Till this day.
Interesting. This is very interesting, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Listen, during a break week, we're gonna have to do nominations. One Piece Worst Father. I don't know if Yasa fully wins. There might be some contenders, maybe. But for right now, yeah, we gotta have a nomination for One Piece Worst Fathers.
I'm making a Google slide on why Yasa for that dad. I'm putting time into it.
All right. Yes,
we gotta do top 5 best fathers too, so I can put Shanks in there. But nonetheless, we can top 5 fathers. Shanks top 5 fathers in the anime. Just letting y'all know.
Okay, so here's the
he learned from his dad.
Here's the issue. So we have a king here who was basically running wild as a young guy, just out here hitting licks, being crazy, doing his thing, right? He had a kid. He didn't understand how to love. That was not his thing. He was born to be a warrior. That was what Elbath was. That's what giants were. That's all he knew at the time. And he was the strongest out at the moment, and he flexed that strength. So he meets the girl, Ida. Cool. They have a kid. Cool. And all that's nice, but he's not the guy that understands how to step out of that role. And he's trying to maneuver into the nurturing / love role, but that was never him. That's not what he was raised with. I'm assuming that's not what we met him as either. Like Ida, obviously the mother could take on that role, but that was never Harold. So Harold steps in, has his kid. I'm assuming the only way that he knows to take care of this kid is just to work hard and provide for said kid, which this is actually reality in life. Am I excusing the fathers that do it in real life? No, but there's nuance to it. That's all I'm saying. Because some fathers in real life, they might have had kids super young. They never got loved as a kid. They don't know how to really raise a kid, but they had a kid. But their thing is like, look, I'm not great with kids, but I'm going to do my best to at least provide for you and your moms so that y'all have the best life possible and so that you can have the best future possible. I might not be out here catching footballs. I might not be going to the basketball court with you. I might not be here tucking you in at night, but I'm going to do my best to at least provide a life for you. And some guys are doing this out of ignorance. That's just what they were raised with. They grew up in a household like that. I see the face that you're making, Strawberry, but I need you to understand the nuance. This isn't me, but you have to understand from the perspective of some men who have kids young, who have kids and they've never been loved in the past. They're already wild, rowdy. They might be in the streets, hitting licks, doing whatever. The only thing that they know for the kid is that I'm going to provide for them. And I'm going to give them a life.
Shout out to the Hawaiians.
You said Hawaiians?
Yeah, shout out to the Hawaiians. You talk about
the
streets,
Hawaiians. I thought you said Hawaiians.
So-
I'm like, what's Hawaiians?
Nah, shout out to the Hawaiians.
Oh,
yeah,
the-
shout out to the Hawaiians.
Yeah, okay,
Harold was
like-
Hawaiian, so
like
you know,
Hawaiian,
Loki Hawaiian.
exactly. They
Loki a
not,
big Hawaiian.
they not on the loving time. They just like, yo, I'm gonna get this bag and give it to your moms, man. Like that's how I take care of you. And it's like that tough love, which we see in the Black community. We can't act like this is not a Black thing that we see. A lot of Black kids raised, their fathers are like kind of around, but they at least when they grow up, they learn to realize like, yo, I know I wasn't around, but I worked hard to make sure that you and your moms had what you needed. Them Christmas presents, I might not have been there on Christmas, but I made sure I gave you everything. Is that me excusing them? No, but that does not make them the worst father. He was trying to give him the best present and the best future that he could in the way that he could. He just wasn't there to love him every day like he probably would have wanted. But again, like we've spoken on, Loki obviously would have been a different character had he had that. I'm not trying to do the type of ends justify the means argument because I don't
Yeah, you don't gotta argue. You don't gotta argue fate. I mean, that's not what I'm trying to argue.
I know that's not
we're
what I'm
saying.
doing.
We're just saying what was wrong and what was right. But at the end of the day, we ain't judging full on because at the end of the day, the story needs to happen the way it is.
Right. That's why I'm not going down that path. I don't want to do the fate argument because none of us are debating that. But I'm just saying there's more nuance. It's not as simple as you weren't here and you had a whole king, you had a whole village, the elders, like you're the prince. You got elders, you got he probably assumed like, yo, they got it, man. She loves him. I got a mother here. Cool. I'm gonna get this bag and I'm make sure the LBAP is good for the future. I make sure they got money. I'm gonna send it back, check on y'all. You good? Cool. All right, I gotta go back to work. Bro, I know y'all don't like it. Okay. I get it. I see a lot of shaking of heads. I get it. Okay. But I'm saying there's nuance because bad father is subjective. It's extremely subjective. It's not objective to say that someone is a bad father. That's what I'm trying to get across. But I'm not justifying anything, but I'm just saying good father, bad father is subjective.
And that's exactly why your mic cut out, Ree.
I don't know if y'all was peeping game the whole time Ree was just talking, but he just basically explained the whole relationship between Naruto and the third Hokage. They basically explained the whole relationship.
Yo, I am so here with you, and at the same time, you know what? I don't even want to get into Naruto. Y'all know how that is.
But third Hokage came in, was like, "Yo, here's some ramen. Here's your money for the month. You good? You straight? I'm gonna leave you alone." And then the whole time while he was getting bullied by everybody. According to Reed, but it's fine. He had Kakashi. It's fine. He had Jiraiya. It's fine. He has he got Ruka Sensei. He's fine. He's straight. He's just getting bullied and crying every single day. He's straight.
Man.
At least he got his monthly allowance. You know what I mean?
I mean, and Reed, believe me, I know your mic isn't working, but my whole thing is like I understand men having kids young and not understanding, but you're on baby number 2 and they some years apart, so I don't understand why we didn't learn the first time. That was just me.
Ain't nothing to learn. I'm the king. I do what I want.
Well, exactly. That's where his title comes into play.
And
I'm gonna have these kids, and I'm
a half kid. Who cares about him?
I'm gonna have these kids, and I'm gonna neglect them. So what?
And that's
I know we still love you, Harold. Oh
And that's-
hell!
and that's why Whitebeard is the best dad in the whole show. That's why.
with the
Whitebeard's top 5.
Best dad in the show is Sakazuki. Like absolutely, Sakazuki. It's crazy.
Nah, that's
What did
Whitebeard.
Reed say? Did
Sakazuki.
anyone read it?
No,
No, it's it.
Ree. Oh no, I'm gonna tell y'all what Ree just said. Ree said, "Y'all right? Shamrock is the GOAT. Sabo's benevolent, and when y'all ready, I'm ready to move on to the next point." And I'm with all that. So yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I can double confirm that. I do read lips too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
Y'all be thinking I'm chatting. I be spitting, bro. It's facts. I know.
Wait,
I'm telling y'all.
for the people who are in the chat that's
Shout
disagreeing
out to
with me,
Fully.
we need a DNA test to confirm Weevil. Okay, he don't count until we confirm that. He don't count. He don't count.
That's Alex is pushing whatever agenda and whatever comments you're reading. Alex is spearheading that. I promise you, he is. Especially if it's about Weevil. That's Alex. That's Alex's boy.
Whitebeard.
I thought that was Alex's son for a second.
Yeah, Sakazuki has let his own daughter join Sword and does not judge her. The man with the molten heart has a heart. I'm telling you, it's Sakazuki.
Okay.
Nah, nothing coming through. You
There's
coming
another
through, Reed?
read. There's another
Yeah,
read.
one second.
Okay, just make it. Okay, making sure.
There's 2 reads.
Zal, I want to ask you, how did you really feel when you saw the Usopp part of the chapter with him saying everything? Because I like what you said in your first take, but I still feel like we gotta wait to see Usopp in action to see if he runs, procrastinates, hesitates, or if he actually moves with the same energy he had in that conversation. I mean,
Yeah.
not conversation, but in that speech that Jeru was giving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I'll see how it goes, but it was a good moment, and Harul has been locked in ever since Usopp smacked that sword in his head. So, like, you know, that's once again we gotta give Usopp
That's cool.
upscale for that one.
So his locked in, him being locked in got Usopp to just be more locked in.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not against it. Let's see. I'm giving Usopp the benefit of the doubt because this is the arc for him to have that energy. Like that energy I saw saw him have in Stampede, the movie. If anyone's seen it,
Yeah.
I need to see that and better here.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
and so far
Y'all
it's
can hear
been
me?
that. So
Yep.
hey.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Sorry about that.
I think both your mics are picking up at the same time.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't remember what we were saying. Oh yeah. Harold is justified. That's right.
No.
No. No.
Bottom
That
five
and
fathers.
Shamrock. Something about Shamrock being the GOAT. I don't know.
Oh,
Whatever.
nah.
whatever.
I don't remember that.
Harold is at the bottom with Roger as bad fathers.
I
Yeah.
don't remember that either.
Roger, bad dad.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, he's a horrible
Yeah.
father.
No. I have a stick in my craw about Roger and whatnot, but like he's not a bad dad. He just showed nepotism. No, and I still hold that energy. He just showed nepotism. Doesn't make him a bad father.
What?
Nah, he's a bad father, man.
Roger had a kid knowing he was gonna die.
That's horrible.
I know if you look at him as the father to Shanks, well, he does great.
That's not horrible though, but I
That
feel like that's more
is.
personal for me.
Yo,
The
y'all
whole-
are subjective, bro.
he doing
I'm
an
gonna be,
alley-oop
I know.
to him
I'm
getting
just
killed.
saying. Maybe y'all right, but I'm just saying the whole point of your being is to
Well,
recreate.
to carry lineage, right?
Yeah, it's to recreate. Like if he died and didn't have a kid, I feel like I would be talking even more shit about.
Yeah.
Roger. Like, why didn't you?
This is
why
what
didn't
I was
you
trying
have
to
a kid?
say.
You're the pirate king.
I was trying to tell y'all that bad father is subjective. It's not objective. This is why we're having this issue. That's what I was trying to say. This is proof right
He
here.
didn't get the chance to be a father, so I wouldn't even judge Roger in that light. Like he didn't get a chance to be. He didn't actually get a
Bro.
chance to be there or not be there for his dad. No, I'm being serious. And the reason why I'm saying this is because yes, I understand
No.
why y'all are making this. I completely understand why we're making this face right now and having this reaction. I really do. It's just when you hold down to like if you actually pictured Roger in Ace's life, do you actually think Roger's a bad dad? Like just entertain the thought. If Roger's in Ace's life, do you think Roger's a bad dad?
Yes.
Maybe.
You thought so you think Roger was a bad dad for Shanks then?
No.
That you would have to be consistent. See, that's the problem.
No, that's
you would
not
have to
the
be
problem.
consistent with that.
That's not the problem because you want.
That's the only example we have.
Wait. This is the problem. You want me to be consistent, but Roger's not consistent with those two. He wasn't consistent. The way he was
didn't
with
get a
Shanks
chance
was way
to
different.
be.
But that's the whole point. The moment that your partner is pregnant, that's when your fatherhood is going to be on starting his journey. The fact that he started the journey for that baby being conceived, knowing that he's going to die, is one of the most selfish looking ways you could possibly do. And then on top of that, and then on top of that, right? Not only I get the whole sentiment with him and Garp, right? You're like, okay, you nearly killed me, etc., etc. But the simple fact that your right hand and your left hand man had no idea about this man, and then the one that you raised as your quote unquote son, he had no idea about it. If you would have told them prior to giving to Garp, if they would have said it, they would have had no problem because they would have been like, okay, that's Roger. You gave your son to Garp. That makes sense. But since they didn't do it, they couldn't be there to help. Imagine if he would have told them. Now look at all of Marine Corps completely different. Gabon would have been there.
No.
Would have been there. Everyone would have been there.
You can't say that bad. You can't say that bad because we just seen the flashback that he told them about Ace and whatnot. We really seen that in the Elbath flashback, him talking to them about Ace. So they knew about it. That means they could have pulled up to Marine Forward. Don't do that.
No, wait, hold on. Because Fooey drives it. Wait, hold on. It is different. You're right. But Fooey still drives a point there. Garp told them. Garp went out his way to tell Gabon. And maybe Rayleigh at that point. We don't know. But he went out his way to make sure he passed that message on. Hey, listen, Roger had a son. He's with me. Y'all need to check for him. Y'all know where he at. You know this information now. You know this. God dad, God uncle, God brother, whatever you want to play, cousin, uncle, whatever you want to do, you can do it because you know now. Just like how Jiraiya knew Naruto was in the Leaf Village. Very, very same sentiment. Fooey's not wrong there. What I will give you is this. I'm still not mad at what Roger did. I'm not mad at what Garp did. I'm not even mad that Rayleigh and Gabon played the role that they did. Play the role that they did. I'm not mad at Shanks not even trying to have that combo with Ace after Ace showed he didn't want to have that combo. I'm not mad at none of that. I'm trying to get along with you, Dan. Do you feel like it was bad that Roger knew he was going to give himself up and had a kid? You feel like he should have had a kid and lived his life in that sense? So if they had caught him, but they would have to try to do that shit rather than him going and giving himself up. Is that what draws the line for y'all? Where you had a kid, and instead of just riding your days out, maybe one day the Navy shows up at your door and you got to duke it out and they get you like Fisher Tiger, maybe, or I go and give myself up. Y'all, it sounds like we're mad that he gave himself up. Now that I've heard this argument at least 50 times. Are we mad that he gave himself up knowing that he put something into the world? Or are we mad that he just, I don't know. What are we necessarily eternally mad at for Roger with the Ace, having Ace as a child?
The reason why I'm upset is because we have living proof of the direction he should have went. Not only did Roger give his kid to Garp, we see the exact same thing for Dragon and Garp. So you can't have this whole, if he would have, stood alive with the kid, took care of it, this and that, he would have still been captured, etc., etc. We have Dragon as living proof. Dragon gave his kid to Garp as well. And I get the whole, it's family, that's his grandfather, family lineage, etc. But they were absent as soon as that baby was born and gave it to Garp. So Dragon, the most dangerous criminal in the whole world, who is also being hunted, just like if Roger would have been alive and still gave up his kid, if he would have kept his kid, he would have been down the same journey as Dragon. And Dragon, to me, especially when we get the anime adaptation, he was still spying on him the whole time with Kuma.
Mm-hmm.
And Kuma was in specific places to make sure Luffy didn't die. So all of that information, to me, logically would have been like, if Roger would have been alive, it would have been the same thing easily. We could have seen Rayleigh come to, not even seek Rayleigh. Rayleigh would have been at Sabaody if Ace was still alive, right? And let's replace the same situation, right? Rayleigh would have just did what Kuma did. And then it could have been the same thing with Shanks if Shanks knew it earlier, not later in his life when he's older. All those same things that that Dragon is placing Kuma in those situations, the same parts where you're having people spy on him for him, like that could have been all the same way.
You're still agreeing, but you're agreeing with my point though, because I said that before I went on the first rant. I said if Roger was actually alive, and I asked you guys to entertain the thought. If Roger was alive, he would have been in Ace's life. And if you're telling me that if Roger was alive, he would have done the same thing Dragon did, then where he's at least spying on his son, then to me it sounds like my point is proven, because he wouldn't have been a bad dad. Because I don't classify Dragon as a bad dad. No, I know what's on his plate. I'm saying more so is we're calling him a bad dad when he didn't even get a chance to be a dad. His one choice of being a dad was to choose to be a dad. He went and had a son. You get what I'm saying to you? So if he has the son, and even going back, take away the thing that I actually entertain. What are we really mad at when it comes to Roger being a dad for what he lived for? Don't judge him in what he didn't get to live for. For what he lived for, where are we mad at of Roger being a bad dad?
So, like I was trying to say, well, my bad, Sal. Let me just say this really quickly. All the things that I was trying to compare with him potentially being able to do just like Dragon is all woulda, coulda, should have been, right? But based off the sentiment that we have the facts of right now, the fact that he selfishly created a kid and brought the kid into the world knowing the circumstances with his own personal life leads me to believe, right, that his train of thought when it came to the kid wasn't entirely there. Not saying that just by inept, like how he is as a person, he would have been a bad father, because like Foolie said, we have Shanks. We've seen him raising Shanks and Buggy. He was a good father to them. But from what I'm seeing with my own logic, how he treated the whole situation before Ace was born leads me to believe that if Ace would have been born, his whole philosophy, the way he thinks, everything that we gotten when he was raising Shanks and Buggy on the sea would have potentially been different due to the simple fact that one, Portgas was being hunted because, that's the mother of the kid. And then two, at that time, the whole One Piece, the whole final journey, it was done because he wasn't the right person. He knew it. So everything would have switched. They wouldn't be on sea, essentially. They would have probably been somewhere in some homeland, some hometown, and things could have went completely different. He might have not been the same type of father how he was with Shanks and Buggy. But I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, knowing that, hey, he could have maybe went down the same route as Dragon did. He could have did that, but we don't know.
I think he would have been directly more so the same dad that he was for Shanks and everything. Because for one, he's teaching Shanks his way of life, and his way of life is to be free, and it's very reminiscent to Luffy. And if the Luffy personality is what we're saying it takes to get there or be there, because that's what we got in our protagonist, what I'm going to say now is that why wouldn't he have been on that type of time? Because he had said already before his son was even thought to, before that was probably the first initial thought of his son ever. He said, he told his right hand man, my son is going to find the One Piece. He didn't say anyone else. He didn't think of anyone else. He knew instinctively, my son's gonna do this. He's gonna get it. So for me, I just think he had high hopes in his son, and I don't think he would have been. For what we see with Shanks, there's room to say that Roger could have probably been even better with Ace. But I don't even want to go there because that's a muddy water conversation. It's mainly the same sentiment, the fact that it shows me that he cared and wanted to be influential upon his son. Because he's depending on his son. He's thinking he's going to die and his son's going to be on his influence. So imagine if he don't die. That's all I'm saying. I don't think he would have been that bad. I don't think he would have been a bad dad for the way he wanted. For what we've seen with all the type of dads in One Piece, from the Kaidos to the Garlings to the Yasops, with the actual bad dads we see, it's like, man, Roger for me he'd have been on it. He would have been on it. He would have been on it. I just think he would have been on it. Me personally, I think he would have been on it. Because he witnessed it. He's sitting there letting Momonosuke as a baby, like on his ship. He had Shanks on his ship. Like Shanks is on his ship. Buggy on his ship from Jits. So there's no reason to think he wouldn't keep his son with him and do things that he would do. And then I don't know.
I asked him to say that, but Zach.
Yeah, Zach.
My only kickback is how can we call Roger a bad dad, but we don't call Dragon a bad dad? And if you don't think Dragon's a bad dad, you also have to look at it like this: Luffy has learned nothing from Dragon, absolutely nothing. A lot of his morals, like Niga said, comes from Shanks. The non-fighting, all that stuff, that's from Shanks. That's not from Dragon. I'm not trying to say Dragon's a bad dad, but I'm saying the way you can criticize Roger, you have to criticize Dragon as well.
You're saying he didn't teach. You're saying that Dragon didn't teach Luffy anything.
Yeah. Where
Gotcha.
and we don't
You're
see
right. You're completely
don't
right.
see anything from Dragon that Luffy does. Where at least Ace with Roger, we see that I'm not leaving anyone behind. Remember, that's why he stops and he helps Luffy, and that's why he gets killed. Or at least we can kind of see, okay, yo, he got that from Roger. There's really nothing from Dragon Luffy got. Like I'm not trying to knock him. Not trying to knock him a little bit.
No, you're no.
That's me.
See what you're saying is because you're right. That's why I made sure I asked that question. Dragon didn't teach Luffy nothing, but Dragon did make something aware to Luffy, and it wasn't through Dragon actually. It's just through Dragon doing what he does, and Luffy hearing about his father. When Garp and Robin talk about Dragon to Luffy, Luffy does learn, especially after Luffy did what he did at Enies Lobby. Luffy does learn, just like me, my father don't take no shit. That's the one thing he actually does learn. He doesn't learn from Dragon, but he learns about Dragon. Like, okay, I'll start a war with the world government over my friends. My dad would do the same over with his beliefs. That's the one thing they do have in common, because that's the one thing we tie to Dragon and Luffy. Luffy does what Dragon does, but as a pirate. He doesn't do it on purpose. Luffy ends up doing it on accident because he was in the village and somebody accidentally gave him a bowl of rice, not knowing this nigga values a bowl of rice to the utmost. You get what I'm saying? So like Luffy's doing what Dragon does. He just didn't learn that from Dragon. That's a monkey deed. That's just in him. That's just in Luffy, and he learns that is also in my father. So I agree with you, Zaz. Zaz 100% right. He doesn't learn it from Dragon, but he does learn that he knows of himself. He learns that is also in his father. He learns that about Dragon. He learns, but it's a different type of learn than something to be taught, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Can I add one thing too? Y'all can hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. All right, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna add one thing. Does this at least prove that good and bad dad are subjective? Is that fair? Can we at least agree on that?
We never disagreed with you saying the bad dad thing was subjective. To be fair, okay, no one ever disagreed with you on that. I didn't disagree with that neither. It all depends on how you take certain things. Because to me, like how you view Yasopp, you think Yasopp's not really a bad dad. I think he's a bad dad. You don't really think he's a bad dad, but I think he's a bad dad. But I can understand why it's subjective and why you're influenced on how you look at it compared to how I look at it. Whereas Dragon, Zal will say he's a bad dad. I wouldn't think he's a bad dad in that instance, but I understand the sentiment of he actually not teaching Luffy anything. He doesn't learn anything from his father. Yeah. He probably when he probably meets him and figures a few things out, he'll probably realize, yeah, my dad did save me. Like he was looking out for me low key. But that hasn't come in. We don't know if we'll ever even get that.
I just Dragon being a bad dad is crazy. I can't believe
I didn't say he was a bad dad. I'm saying you can't say Roger's a bad dad and then not call out Dragon as well. That's what I'm just
saying. I can.
He's right.
I literally can.
No, I don't think you can, bro. Me personally, I think the best way to be consistent is because he's right. Because I don't think Dragon's a bad dad, and I don't think Roger's a bad dad.
Dragon is completely the whole Dragon situation is completely different from Roger. Completely.
Yeah, different. But Roger's situation is also still completely different with a lot of different nuances you have to take into consideration, which I don't think is a reason for any one of these two men to be called a bad dad. No, Roger actually didn't get a chance to be a dad. Wholeheartedly, he didn't.
But that's the thing. But that's the point. Roger dies. End of story. Done. Dragon still in his life, still hoping. We have continuation.
And think about
what we're saying.
Yeah, but Roger's died. But that's why I asked you. Wait, hold on, Zah. Because I really want to get this out of bands. I'm trying to figure this out. So why are we calling Roger a bad dad? Are you saying he's a bad dad because his life was forfeit? He forfeited his life and didn't say, you know what, I'm gonna stay here 10 toes. If the Navy ever come knocking on Rouge's door, niggas gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go down with a fight. He went and turned himself in. I can understand if you're mad about that, because then I can understand saying, okay, well, he did some Fujitora shit. He took a big gamble and said, I'm gonna die and all this good shit gonna happen. He went and took this crazy gamble, not knowing how anything was gonna go. Compared to him saying, hey, I'm gonna be here as long as I can be here. I done shot up the club. Rouge is having a baby. This guy is the child of destiny. I'm gonna sit here and he gonna find the One Piece just like I told Rayleigh. I'm gonna sit here and teach him as much as I can until the day Garp, Sengoku, Momonga, and a few good men pull up at my door because I got it. Because now today's the day, and it's the day of reckoning, and I gotta give it up. Rather, I just say, you know what, F it. I'm gonna roll this dice. You know what? Good. I'm gonna just walk in and turn myself in. Rouge and Garp got this. I know, ain't no tripping. I don't even need to tell Rayleigh and Gabon. Rouge and Garp got this. It's locked in. I already set it in stone. Like, what made you? Where are you at with this, Bands? Like, what is the deciding factor? Because now we're looking into a moment of, we know all the moments. There's nothing to hide here. So, what moment made you decide that Roger was a bad dad? There has to be a moment. Was it the moment where he said, "Yo, crew, we done. Go do what you want. I'm gonna go handle my business, and I'm gonna turn myself in." What moment was it that got you like this? Because I actually want to know.
Well, let Za go first, because Za has been waiting.
Yeah,
Sure.
my thing is like I like listen, like I think Reed's right. It is subjective, but I'm just like, yo, at least Ace's thing was he was trying to figure out about his dad. He heard about it. Luffy has no interest in his dad. So for me, I kind of have to put that at Dragon's feet. Yo, that's kind of on you as a dad. Even now,
That's
Luffy's
what
kind of like, I know
No, you're spitting. I don't even mean to cut you off, but you're spitting. You're actually nailing the points on the head that I want Za to speak up on. Not Za, Bands to speak up on. And the reason why I'm saying this, the only reason why I'm saying this, because Ace talking about I hate my dad, all this, but you fighting with random dudes in a bar because they speaking bad on a dude you don't give a F about. So if he was alive and in his life, he would have been a good dad. Ace already cares and loves him enough. That's, to me, the way Ace was acting is the same way Usopp would act if he saw somebody talking bad about Yasopp in a bar. It's the same vibe. It's the same thing. It really is the same thing. I promise you. Yasopp would snap. Yasopp, yo, you talking bad about Yasopp? Usopp would snap. You talking bad about Yasopp the Chaser in front of my face when I know he's a pirate? Nah, it's not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work with Usopp. He's not gonna go for that. The same energy he gave Luffy, he will give whoever he see in the bar. I promise you, that'll be the one moment Usopp is not pussy. I promise you. To me, it's just like you see how much passion Ace carries for him. Instinctively, he died because of a sentiment of his father. Think about that. So I don't think Roger would be a bad dad if he was in his life, but he never even got the chance to be. So the only thing that we could judge to say was a bad decision on Roger, if we think that he's a bad dad, would be he called his life forfeit instead of trying to be there and probably live at least until his son was 3 years old or something. And then maybe he got put on execution block. He went and gave his life up. He ain't said, I ain't got to come search for me. I'm here. Lock me up. I give up. So what are we really mad at Roger for, man?
We'll get talk about this later, because this is gonna last a long time. Because I have a lot to say,
right,
but it's the simple fact that I'm having to do a 2v1, so this could just last for hours. So we could do this later, because I honestly think I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I honestly think it's very stupid. We're comparing the simple fact that Roger and Dragon is in the same ballpark when it's completely different. I don't think they're in the same ballpark.
No, I don't think they're in the same ballpark at all.
They're completely two different situations, two completely different kids, and is a known fact from what we've seen from literally the conversation between Gabon and Shanks that geneticism doesn't make a play at all. And we learned that from Rayleigh and from Gabon, and Roger knows that. Right. So the simple fact that Roger thinks that his son is Joy Boy was not credible at all, because he knew that. He knew this information. Rayleigh knew this information. Gabon knows this information. And the simple fact that Dragon himself has way more of an indication that his son is actually meant for something special, not just because of family lineage, but also from the conversations that we've seen him with Ivankov and Kuma, we see how he thinks about his son. And we see specifically with him that he knows whatever Luffy does, the masses will be changed, the masses will be riled up. Everything that is on his path will be straight up liberation. He knows that. So he has to coddle him from a distance. Completely different type of situation, because if Ace was still alive, and I mean, if Ace and Roger were both still alive, they would have been together. That is a known thing. They probably would have most likely been together. Him, the mother, and Roger. Dragon, on the other hand, has to be separated. Hence why he still sends out Kuma to go spy. Hence why he went to go to Logtown to go help out with his execution from Buggy. Hence why he had to stop Smoker. He had to stop the interruptions in his path. He knows ultimately Luffy has to go straight. If anybody interrupts, he has to intervene. And that's the only time he has to intervene, because he knows Luffy cannot die. That's why I think these are two completely different types of situations, because the Roger that you're trying to convey would have just been in Ace's life. And he would have been like, okay, Ace is going to be Joy Boy most likely. So he got to go on his own journey, his own life, be adventurous. Dragon, on the other hand, he knows his boy is special and he's keeping everybody away. The same way that Zah feels like Shanks is a guardian is literally what Dragon is for Luffy. He is his guardian. But nonetheless, we can move on. I don't want to go too deep into it because there's more stuff I could say.
Okay, there we go. Now you can hear me. Sorry. All right. All right. Hold on a second.
Good shit, man.
Hey, this is the intro to bands, bro. That was the first time bands really got to get deep into a debate on the pod. So
that's why you gotta give him shit. You know what I'm saying?
I keep trying not to debate. I'm not trying to.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
You gonna debate with me?
Bands, we might have to hop on Discord because I was about to disagree with everything you said.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's not enough, but you feel me? You still.
I have a lot more.
I like the spill you gave. I mean, so I ain't even go. You know what I mean? That was nice. It wasn't enough, but it was nice.
There's a lot more I could say, but hey, nonetheless, we can continue.
Okay, let me see. There are a lot of comments that I missed. I was going to read comments. I still didn't get my rating yet either.
Or your Usopp take, yeah.
Oh yeah. You are funny. Okay. Let me switch my headphones really fast and I'll get my take on all of that. Hold on 1 second.
But yeah.
There we go.
Zoro's plan does interest me.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what his plan is going to be. But
I actually think he is cooking something, but I don't see how it doesn't involve cutting something either. So
when I read it, I just assumed his plan was just cut hard and cut fast. But it sounds like you think there's more nuance to his plan.
Maybe.
We'll see. Let me just slice. That's just one word, slice.
Because this situation depends on battle IQ, not in general IQ, which makes this whole situation a little contextually different for Zoro. Because now it means he could actually think of some shit and be like, "Oh shit, he's a genius." Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, let me talk about the chapter, man. My thoughts on the chapter. It would have been a 10 out of 10 if I could talk for 45 minutes straight without an interruption. It didn't happen because my mic dropped off 4 times. But that's cool. It was still a good chapter, a great chapter, actually. I know it was kind of just it was almost like the beginning half of it felt like one of those recap episodes that One Piece loves to do. And the ones that you hate, it's just a quick, all right, well, let me catch you up on everything that happened. That's stuff that you already know. But I didn't mind it because afterwards I got this nice drawing of the map and I was able to see where everyone was. And they are pretty far spread out. It does kind of concern me because Saul is laid out and I feel like that fire might start spreading towards his direction. So I hope that's not the way he goes. I know that we don't all agree that he is going to go, but I do. I think that he is going to go, but he doesn't go that way. But whatever way it happens,
Of course, Za. Of course, you agree. Whatever way it happens, I know that, of course, like I've talked about, Robin will see it, get some type of level up or maybe level down to like potentially even get domied because at that time she would, like I've talked to you, Nika, you are hear me say this. At that time, she would be uh kind of shaken. Like we've seen everyone else that gets domi, even down to Rocks. He was in God Valley. He got shaken, then he got domied. And I know, Fully, you're shaking your head because you think I want the worst for Robin. It's not. I actually have something that I think would be interesting to you that I showed Nika in the Discord this week. Very interesting cover story that might lead you to where I'm actually pulling this from, which I'll show you here in a minute because I know you just think I'm just going off of Robin. I get it. I get it. But I'll pull that up here in a minute. But yeah, overall, I think the chapter was great. I do want to see. I believe Sanji should be heading towards our other crewmates, the 5 of them. So I'm curious to see what happens over there. I know Summers should be kind of close to them, if I can remember right. So yeah, I definitely need to see my Summers and Sanji, which hopefully next chapter I can get an interaction with them. But I am definitely, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm more curious about what Brooke is doing than what Zoro has planned. Honestly, because I know at the end of Zoro's plan, it's just going to be cut hard and fast. There might be nuances in between, but what Brooke has going on, I need to know more because I don't like Holy Night. Are you her pops? Are you uncle? Were you just a longtime friend? Where were y'all at when y'all had that conversation? Why were y'all there? I need to know.
I want to
You
ask
about
a
to say
question.
something, Nika? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you. So, do we think Brooke, because Brooke was wrapped up last time we saw him in Gunko's ability,
Yes.
and no one's figured the ability out yet.
Right.
So, is Brooke disingenuous enough to figure it out and undo himself and not tell the crew and just dip? Or do we think Brooke might have used like his ghost aberration mode
Mm,
that he goes into where he could float off and do his own reconnaissance and stuff like that? Do we think it's a moment like that? What do we think is actually going on with Brooke? Because I do feel like it's weird that he figures out Gunko's ability and then
leaves
just
them.
skates.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't say anything to anyone.
Yeah.
Granted, the significance of who Gunko is to him, I don't want to say it outweighs the crew because nothing's supposed to be above the crew. But we see it priority wise, that's where he's on now. Like that's what he's on. He wants to confirm his thoughts. He's having thoughts, he wants to confirm them. But did he figure out Gunko's ability? Because it means if he did go off and do whatever, you unwrapped yourself. You're not a mummy man no more. I mean,
Right.
how'd you do that? Like, we're all trying to figure it out. Jinbei hasn't even figured it out. You know what
Right.
I mean? That's
I mean that's a good
that's that.
question. I personally think he's well, let's see. Let me just read it back. How they say it. Uh they said Chopper's still not back and Brooks got some kind of idea in his head and ran off. I mean that could be taken any kind of way. Did he literally run or did he
Yeah.
just fly off as a ghost? I mean, I don't see Brooke here. I'm not gonna lie, they're gonna have to write an explanation as to why you just took off and left everyone here. That feels kind of weird. That's why in my head, I think he just ghosted out of there. It's like, all right, I can't move, but I'll catch y'all a little bit. I think that's the runoff because
Okay.
anything else would start getting in my head. I'd have to squint my eyes a little hard at Brooke because I don't really know enough about Brooke already. But what's this connection between you and Gunko? And why are you leaving the rest of your crew locked tied up? I don't want to say Brooke is on nothing crazy, but you know. But yeah, outside of that, like I said, I spoke too early about Harul. I was saying that his speech was going to be a little bit mid. It was not. It was the opposite. But like I told Nick already at the beginning, you vindicated him at the last minute. So he had to sit down there in the underworld, and you knew. I thought you didn't know. That's why I gave you grace. But the whole time turns out you knew. But now it's time to say, yo, yeah, I know I never told y'all this, but like Loki innocent for real. So yeah, let's love him again. Like, I guess
Did, didn't I call that out? Didn't I say that? I said, yo, he might know something. I literally, if you go back to when we first go back to the chapter, whatever chapter it was when they were first talking about Loki, and I said, yo, if you notice everyone's reaction, and if you notice his, it seems like he knows more than he's letting off. Literally, he's not
Yeah.
saying anything about it, and
Yep.
dude is just sitting here and like, yo, what do like he's just sitting, he's letting everybody react, but he's not saying anything. He was giving red flags for that the whole time.
Yeah. 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 I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely interested. We're gonna see though. Hold on one second. Where? Hold on. Okay. And hold on one second. Let me pull him back up. One second. Okay. Sorry. Zah popped out. He should be back in
You're
now.
good. I'm about to say I was done talking.
No, you're good. Zah had disconnected and he came back in. What was I saying? I think that's about it as far as the chapter. I think it was okay, a decent setup chapter. But I'm curious to know what happens next. But my predictions, at least, are Sanji and Summers connect. Well, okay, these are my full predictions. We will fully find out who the final battles are at the end of next chapter. We should at least know, like, for sure, this person and this person and this person and this person. So, like I said, Sanji and Summers should make their connection, and then Zoro and Killingham, maybe. I'm assuming that's where we're going. And the Gunko and Brook thing, I don't really know what we're doing with that. So maybe he just nullifies her and changes her to be on our side. I don't know. But yeah, what do you guys think? I guess what are your predictions for the next chapter? Anyone, doesn't matter.
I'm about to say I'm gonna go. I'll go last, of course, but we could go around the table.
Yeah.
It's up to whoever wants to go first.
Would it be Strawberry or Bands? Because they kind of swap places now.
I'm fine with going first.
I think
So,
that's what's
yeah.
stumping everybody here.
For me, what I think is going to happen next, I think ultimately we go down the lines of what you just said. We kind of get the setup or near to the setup of who's going to be fighting who. As far as my predictions,
I can't hear Bands.
as far as my prediction, I think we get I want to say next will be a little bit more highlighted towards Dorian Broggie, that whole situation. And then the second most highlighted thing will probably be Brook, due to the sentiment of, I believe he's going to go over there. And if he does have an interaction, then we kind of get to the whole ideology of like, okay, let's see what's Brook's memories of Gunko. Let's see the relationship. I don't think it's going to be like a Brook flashback because I think we're done with flashbacks for this arc. But just to tie in their relationship. And then he's probably going to get the whole encounter of like, hey, you're not the Gunko I used to know. Like, what is this possessing you? I think he'll probably most likely off rip know something is possessing, like actually like stating it out loud. And then he'll probably get like either caught up in that situation, because I would probably imagine in my head like, hey, there's no way I could, like, if I was Brook, he would probably be startled and be like, there's no way I could attack Gunko. Like, there's no way. We have a relationship. And that might lead to him getting caught off guard and getting hit. And he might be one of the few Straw Hats that probably gets damaged in a fight due to him just having sentimental value with that person. So he might just get caught off guard. And I think that leads to like Brook having to like, because this is the one thing that I always get annoyed with, right? And I know Oda is going to expand on it. We don't know Brooks' memories. We only know little tidbits. But like when you drop off little like cookies, little crumbs, like when they bring up Roger and Rayleigh and Shaki's bar, like, oh yeah, I used to know that rookie. And then we get like other situations like I want emphasis on his memories, because I feel like he, like, obviously next to Nico Robin, I think Brooks should have all the knowledge in the world compared to everybody else. You get what I'm saying? So I would like to have some sort of, value in that. And then like to see like, okay, will Brook ultimately get caught up now that he's against Gunko? And then as far as the matchups, I think it's going to probably be Sanji's going to be in a 2v1 with Gabon. And I think Gabon is going to realize throughout their fight that Gabon miscounted and now knows that there isn't 2 Conquerors Hockey's users. There's actually 3. And then he's going to learn throughout the fight that, hey, not only did I miscalculate it, but this person right here, Sanji, is like a whole different type of fighting style that I'm not used to. And he definitely needs some work. And then Chopper.
You're saying Sanji and Summers, or Sanji and Gabon versus Summers? That's what you're saying?
Yeah. Yep. And then I think Chopper is going to help with the kids. He's going to help with the Straw Hats being tied up. I think he's ultimately going to just be there just to help, like, the kids to not be like, lured away. And then I think for the rest of the other matchups, I'm thinking Loki and Luffy are not going to particularly fight like as much as I think they will be. I think those 2 are going to be kind of safe or reserve, because from what I'm getting, Oda don't want to unleash Loki yet. I don't think he wants to unleash him yet. I think that's like something that he needs to have like some sort of one-on-one to really unleash him. So I think Luffy's going to be standing by him, because I think he ultimately wants to see that. Because I think him seeing him hit the Niflheim is kind of like was like teasing him, like, oh damn, like I want to see more. And then like Zoro, I think Zoro is going to fight with Usopp and the rest against Dorian Brogy. And I think, quote unquote, the plan is, I think, like I told Nika, it's kind of a big setup, a big layup. They referred, like Juru and the rest of the Elbaf Giants referred to them as demons, emphasis demons. And it's like a good setup for Oda, because who's going to fight the demons? The King of Hell. And what weapon does he have? Enma. This would be a good, good segue for, hey, this could potentially be one of those moments where, Zoro mid-fight can learn how to use Conqueror's Haki, draw it more, and then get more potentially like out of the sword, and then really dig deeper into the King of Hell against these quote-unquote demons. And then Usopp can also help too, because I think ultimately he's going to be someone that kind of like not limits, but helps Zoro to not kill them, because these are still his captains. These are his masters. So he doesn't want them to kill him. And then Nami and all of them, I'll talk about that later with you, because I think Nami's going to do something crazy. But nonetheless, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's a Discord combo. Everybody don't get that for free. I like it. Pooley, what you thinking, bro?
The only prediction I really do have is that, like, I do feel like music is going to play a big factor here. Like, I've been on the whole kick of like, there is something about like how music in the rhythm is going to play a factor into like maybe. Like I went, because I go back and sometimes I rewatch the old streams when I'm at work and whatnot. Like, I used to say that like that I think the music or one of the harmony of the beat and everything like that is going to come and to play with the dummy reverse in a sense like that, to play like an offset of like the structure of like the dummy reverse and whatnot, like how music is you know what I mean? Like, music, yeah, I think we're gonna get something like that. I think we're gonna have a big musical moment happen here, and I think that is where like Brook kind of ran off to. In my mind, I think he kind of ran off to get to like a speaker or like the thing that is radiating throughout all of Elbaf, like the snail that's radiating through all Elbaf. That's what I think. That's my prediction so far right now. I don't know where else it could go besides that, because I don't like Ben said, I don't think we're gonna get a full on Loki showing and whatnot. I think we're gonna get a full chunk of other people and whatnot, like between Robin. There's so many characters that this is a great time to show the Straw Hats really doing their thing, and I would not mind him putting Loki on the back burner a little bit, and we see at another grander time and whatnot. Because there are still bit factors that Loki could pop up on, and it would like be amazing to see him like actually go out on them. So yeah.
Am I the only one that just peeped like do re mi and like do mi reverse?
Yeah,
yeah, I'm late. I'm late, right?
I've been saying that. Ask Ben.
I think you said that. I guess I'm.
Yes, nigga. Yes,
I've been saying that. Do re mi fa. Listen, man.
You probably did. I think you did say that like early, but
I brought it up with him because of the melody.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the melody. That's why I didn't want to interrupt fully, like because he's speaking, but I was going to ask because I have some theories in the back of my head I'm working on. Would y'all be cool with if he has the interaction with Gunko and he realized that she's possessed and is mind controlled, and he just tries to sing Bing Sake?
Yeah, why not?
Like fuck, that'd be good. That
we just hear like, bro, imagine he just sings that and it just wakes her up, snaps her right out of it.
That'd be crazy, bro.
Oh yeah.
Brooke upscale. That's actually a scary upscale for Brooke.
That'd be a powerful scene in anime.
He kind of does.
We just saw.
Like that.
Yeah, we just saw how powerful music was in Film Red, and Film Red is what this all relates and ties back to. So
that's scary.
Yes,
I would love that. I think that would be beautiful if Oda could do that with Brooke and Gunko.
He does.
I always thought of if Brooke was an assassin, he would be dope as fuck. Because the last thing you hear would be Big Sake. Like imagine it gets cold. Like you walking and it just gets cold at night, and it's all you hear is yo ho 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 ho, and then you just hear the sword go, and it's done. You're done, bro.
Nah, you know what would be even tougher than that? he cuts you up, and then you're on the floor laying on your side, and you're like going in and out of consciousness, and you just see Brooke, like the back of him, walking away, and he's singing it. That would be tough.
Yeah, either that or you look back at Brooke, and Brooke just at a 90-degree angle. He's like at a whatever degree angle because he's a fucking clown. Like that shit right there. Yo, bro, I promise you, bro. If Oda really wanted to, Mr. One wouldn't have a job right now. I promise.
Oh yeah, for sure.
On God.
Facts. Okay. I'm gonna read some of these comments real quick, and then we'll get into more of y'all's theories for next chapter. Slick says Zoro gonna cut off a tree branch to separate them. Oh, maybe. We'll see. I know it involves slicey dicey. That's all I know. Let's see. 3D says he bunny hopped away.
That would be funny as hell. That's exactly what
maybe.
It is. Oh, it's not above Oda.
Alex says Brooke is bones, so he can just turn into a pile of bones by removing his soul and then put himself back together by putting his soul back in. Potentially.
That's an Alex thought for you. Yeah.
Have we seen him do that? Like, I'm not going crazy,
Nope.
right? Okay.
Nope.
See,
Never
okay,
Yeah.
you're a
That's
confident
Alex.
guy, Alex, because I'm like,
That's
yo,
an
when
Alex
did that
thought for you.
happen? Okay, I'd be questioning my knowledge of this series because he be saying it like this happened before.
If
This is
he
just
could do
headcanon.
that, yeah, because if he could do that, I wouldn't worry about him and Blackbeard so much.
Okay, thank you. I be feeling like I'm just okay.
I
Now I need to just know a lot of it's just headcanon.
You just gotta know the name. Once the name is revealed,
I would be cool. I'm not gonna lie, but okay. I think
Names
that
are
was one of my-
70% of the lore. 70% of the lore.
I think that was one of my favorite parts of the chapter. Brooke dipped. Truth. Let's see. You can't really tie up a skeleton if the bones can disassemble and reassemble by taking out and putting back in his own soul. Okay.
Very consistent with the last Alex comment. Yep.
Brooke is usually my favorite part of the chapter. I mean, crap. You don't get too many favorites then. Nah, never mind. I'm leaving it alone. Let's keep it moving.
Oh, you got that.
Sorry. I'm leaving it alone. I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
You went there.
I didn't mean to. It was on accident.
You clearly was about to. You made that turn. You know.
Okay. 45-degree waiting for it to matter. Oh, that's what you were talking about, nigga. Yeah.
Yes, that's dizzy. Yes.
And though in One Piece, those ... speech bubbles are dangerous.
They are.
And Dragon has the most of them.
Oh yeah, even Shamrock had one. So yeah, there you go.
And Sabo.
Yeah, we don't see Brooke till after the next break. You're probably right. Honestly, you're probably right. I can see Oda doing it.
Yeah, me too.
I would think that with the next volume, 115, likely ending on 1177. So I'd say we have like 4 chapters till Luffy and Loki arrive. And in 1177, we get serious. Okay.
Yeah, actually,
Dorian
sounded on point. That might work.
Dorian Brogy backstory is coming up before we get Zoro's plan. Okay. Have y'all noticed that like on the 25s and the 50s, like in increments of 5s, every 5 chapter and like ending in a 5 or a 0, typically Oda goes off on those chapters.
Yeah.
To include like the increments of 25, he goes super hard for those two.
Yeah. Yes.
So 1175 is probably going to be another banger like 1150.
That's why I said that was an Alex comment, right? On that timing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded on point because around that time he's heating up. Heating up.
Okay. Where we at? Dorian Brogy backstory. Okay, got it. Brooke don't know anything about the last 50 years. Okay.
Yeah, with Gunko, you don't.
Loki and Luffy shows up before Brooke, potentially. ABK in the building. He will use critical mass hockey through his music to break her out of Domi Reversi.
It's not impossible.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll take critical mass, but it's not impossible.
I don't want to say anything to this because this ties into that theory for me.
Okay. He did say there will be a top musica kind of situation in the final war.
Yeah, I just said it. If all the destruction that God values worrying Saturn about something pulling up, what you think gonna happen when final war go down for real? With all of that, the seas are stronger than they ever been. The pirates of this generation are stronger than the pirates of the last generation, and shit like that. Like there's more pirates at that. So it's like, okay, with all that generational stuff coming together, and all these powerhouses storming down, yeah, that's not gonna be no one-shot situation for every contender. So I got something very, very, very similar happening in the middle of the war. Yeah.
Facts. Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick. Alex sent me panels to back up what he was saying. So let me
wait about the Brooke stuff.
Yes,
like Brooke dissembling his body then to coming back, and not the moment of him actually dying and coming back. Like not that moment. That's the moment the devil fruit. We all know that moment. I'm talking about another moment removed from that.
I haven't read it. I don't know. This was on Sabaody. Though my spirit is parted from my body and now belongs in the afterlife, it remains here in this world, allowing me to live on by producing a unique, powerful energy, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So his head is off. Okay. Through my music, I can touch the souls of others with this energy, drawing them into my world and even bewitching their senses. Okay. So his head was off there. I'm looking for the pile of bones, though.
No, that doesn't disprove what he's saying, but it's not to the length that we're talking about. The context we're talking about is his full body being dissembled.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking for something that goes like to that level.
Like, okay, Alex, since you of my age group, you ever seen the movie The Iron Giant? You know when the Iron Giant gets his body blown up, and at the end of the movie, all the parts start moving and coming back together? Can Brooke do that? That's what we're asking. If Brooke can do that, or if you have proof that Brooke can do something of that functionality, you got it. I personally don't think you have that evidence. Like there's no. You don't know the answer, Sway. You don't got that one.
Oh
It's
wow.
not there. It's not there. That one's not there, bro. Because that's not there. We don't have that for Brooke. If that was there for
Yeah.
Brooke, I wouldn't argue the Blackbeard stuff the way I do, and I do it for a reason. Y'all know how I am about certain things.
Yeah, I have just to go back further to my point with Fully. I actually have what I was talking about as well. I guess I might as well pull that up. I just found the cover story just, super interesting. I do what you will with the image on your screen, Just do what you will with the chessboard, Robin, Red Eyes.
I got a whole nother theory from what you talked about.
Is that
A
Emo
different theory.
possessing Robin? Oh God.
This is the cover story.
You know,
Do what you will.
that's
Everybody.
very detailing. You ain't wrong, Reed.
I'm just saying
Speculation.
this. Hey, see, I'm just saying this is
Did you show
interesting.
Bands this?
Nami the
Yeah.
queen. Nami the queen. Nami the queen.
There we
Right,
go.
not me in that queen position.
He's the see. I didn't want to say that.
Oh, yep,
but I'm
yep.
glad
That
you
is
peeped
also a thing.
I'm glad that y'all
Mommy
peeped that.
being of certain lineage.
I'm
Yep.
glad y'all peeped that.
Teased into that.
Who's
Fully
on the
talked,
horse, Ree?
Who's on the horse?
Yeah, who's on the
Zoro
horse?
and Sanji.
Is it Sanjay? I can't even see. Oh wait,
I
let
think
me see.
Zoro's on one and Sanji's on one. If I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken.
Zoro's right
Oh, okay.
there,
Okay.
and yeah, and then a bunch of choppers.
You know what?
Robin
It's
has
crazy.
Robin has emu eyes. Yes, sir.
What you
But y'all
think,
see
Fully?
how they switched their horses as well? Zoro's horse has black, yellow hair. Sanji's horse, white with, that's teal, but you can consider like a off green or off blue.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Fully.
I took that as like they rely on each other. They still hold each other up. Like moments when Zoro steps on Sanji to like how in Film Red he used Sanji as a tool. You know what I mean, to move out the battlefield, but they still have their rivalry. Or when Sanji calls Zoro and is like, "Yo, something go wrong with me, I need you to handle it."
Yep, that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like they're, sorry to say it this way, but it looks like they're like sitting with each other or sitting on each other. If that makes sense? Did you catch my drift?
They rely on each other. That's how I look at it. They still rely on each other to do. I trust that you gonna do your part as you trust I'm gonna do my part. That type of vibe.
I gotta see if Fully is gonna.
And also, they released official art. They released official art because I used this very same panel to help prove that Robin and Teach might be related. I used this very same the very same thing you were talking about the cover page because they released the official art where Blackbeard is doing the very same Robin is doing with his crew. His crew is like chess pieces and they're made of darkness. And he's the one controlling the pieces, the same way Robin's controlling the pieces here. And it's also interesting because you got Robin in the Flash, and not Robin, but her mom. She wears the same type of hat that Teach wears, and stuff like that. Like there's relations that they draw, and then they're both archaeologists technically, Blackbeard and Robin. Besides piracy, they both have hobbies of archaeology. Like there's a lot of tie-ins there with them. So, and Robin, Nico Alvi is not from Ohara, and we know that Eris wanted to go to Lelucia. Maybe that's where they all originate from. But
potentially. No, you're good. Because I need to hear from Fully. Now, Fully, this is your moment. Because I already know all that head shaking. You were going crazy with the head shaking. This is your time. Own up, sir. Let's talk about it.
Okay, what do you want to hear? Chama's gonna build characters like that?
Look, man, Oda is putting it in our face. Pause. Trying to just shove it down our throat. Pause. And he's trying to tell us, hey, this is right here.
You love Nico that way.
Look, he's trying to tell us that this is possible. I need you to understand this. Like, I need you to get it, man.
Okay, I'm trying to simplify it for me. What do you want me to get? What do you want me to get here with the
I want you to get that it's possible that Emu could get domied,
Mhm.
and Oda might be alluding to that. I wanted you to understand too. I mean, we're talking about the demon child here, for goodness
Okay.
sake. We saw her dang near looking exactly like Gunko in Wano in Onigashima.
Mhm.
I mean, come on, Foolie.
I-
Put it together.
I
We
can
saw her
see
with
it.
Wing as well.
I can see it. You know, the thing is, I can see it because the only reason why I can see it, I'm still in the whole kick that like I don't think Emu is a person. I'm still on that kick of like I think Emu is like a fungus or a thing that willed itself into being the form of a humanoid. I'm still on that kick. I think like Emu is a fungus or something like that because that's my kick. And like it would, and like if he does take over Robin's body, I'm still on that kick. That like I told y'all last week. I think that like maybe goddamn I always forget her fucking name. I hate her so much, but I forget her name every fucking week.
Astrid?
Nah. Vivi. Yeah, I think Vivi could be taken over. Like I'm still on that kick. I think Vivi could be taken over and whatnot. Like I hate to say these are my wild predictions. I keep to my motherfucker. I keep to myself. You know what I mean? These are not things I just throw out there into the ether.
Yo, okay, that's a conversation we need to still have in Discord because I ain't know you had a hate for Vivi, but we're not even going there. We gonna park it right there and we gonna move straight past that because we are not getting into that. Wow, that's new information.
He hates Vivi. I kind of understand it. I kind of understand.
Okay, all right, y'all got it. What was I? Where was I at? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Nami is a princess again. Facts. Alex says yes. He can just reattach his head, showing. He just reattached his head, showing he can reattach any lesser limb. Maybe.
Oh, he's down on this hill.
We'll see.
We need a bigger showing. That was the point of the argument.
Reed just hit the 6'7" LMAO on accident, but that's true. I'm still a YN. At heart. No, I mean the running Zoro is a racist theory. Oh, she's going to talk to somebody else. It's not even a theory, it's facts. Oda said he would be a cop if he was in real life. Like, come on. He's racist. Or he's black. Or whatever.
Mihawk's black?
He might be. He might be, man. We might find out that his parents had like a tinted skin.
He's part Lunarian.
Would it surprise you if we got a Mihawk flashback and one of his parents had dark, like tinted skin? Would that even surprise you at this point?
At that point, bro, Oda's gonna have to explain this to do. Because if you making him fight somebody that's 50% mixed, then we gotta have some explaining to do, bro.
Yeah, and he's gonna cut him in half too. That's the problem. He cuts in half the 50%. Oh god. Oda Sensei is setting up something gut-wrenching for Robin this arc. True. Thank you, 3D. We disagree on a lot, but we agree on this, so I'm here for it. Let's see.
What? Stop this! Stop this! Wait,
stop what? What's the problem?
Why do you nothing?
The layup for Saul.
Yeah. What's the issue? We
You
agree.
think Saul is gonna just be, all fine with these holy knights?
You making it out of this? You making it out of this? Yeah.
He can
Saul
make it
is
out
not
of it.
making out of it, bro.
He can make it out of it, but it's still gonna be something to do with Saul.
Saul's not making it out.
Think he dies?
I think he gets kidnapped.
I'll follow that.
Did y'all see, by the way, side note, I guess y'all already know this. I find out stuff late, so you gotta forgive me, okay? Because I know y'all are very observant One Piece panel readers. Moscato is still alive. He was there listening to the flashback with Vegapunk.
Oh yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, yo, why didn't Oda let him die?
You asked for Oda?
Yeah, like I'm actually I've been trying to defend Oda from like the non-deaths, but the fact that he's there just chilling, What did that add to the story?
No. You can't do this. You can't do this.
This is
Yo,
a
because
Za layup. This is a
No,
Za layup.
don't
This
do
is
that
a Za
bullshit,
layup.
because you allowed Vegapunk to live, you allowed Cooler to live, you allowed all these motherfuckers to live, but you got a problem with Moscato?
No, hold on.
Don't do that.
Wait, let me
piss me off. Don't do that. Don't do that.
wait, hold
bro.
on. Let me just add one more piece to this puzzle. Kuma, Vegapunk are important still narratively. I get it. You're gonna don't kill me yet. Don't stone me. Hold your tomatoes, okay? Don't throw your tomatoes yet. Moscato is irrelevant. Period. He could have died and it wouldn't even. We forgot he was in the arc for like 2 seconds. Like, what did it give us to see him alive? And in watching the broadcast, like, I don't know, like whatever. You know what? You got it. Because Za's gonna just hold your tomatoes, bro. Don't throw your tomatoes.
No. I know tomatoes. I'm just trying to say this is the same man who had Kinemon.
I knew he was gonna say this.
Wait, whole I'm not.
Yo,
I'm
you
not-
know,
I wasn't gonna do this. Nope, I'm not gonna talk about it. You're right.
you know, it's gonna be the best moment of my life, right?
What's up?
So for all the people that's in the stream, right? Yeah, I might not know this. My biggest theory is that the man marked by flames is Clover. Right? This will be the greatest day of my life if this is true. Not only because of the simple fact that I was right, but because he did not get killed off, and that upsets Za. He comes back into the story as even more important, and he avoids death once again. I'm gonna love that day. Just letting y'all know.
Just know
Hey,
that
man.
day I will literally leave the Discord, stop watching One Piece, and I'd probably just watch Fairy Tail.
Oh God.
Just
Wow.
watch Fairy Tail or watch Dragon Ball Z Evolution, the movie. Just because I'm like, I'd rather watch that bullshit than see Clover goddamn alive.
Thank you. See?
Hey.
I'm telling you right now, Clover is the man marked by flames. You heard it here. Okay.
Dizzy said Mihawk dresses like Prince. He got soul in there. See, bro. We not. Hey, bro. It's crazy.
Mihawk is an evangelist too, man.
Hey, man. Look, the Hawks, like Atlanta Hawks, that's a metropolitan area. I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of black people gather in Atlanta. Hey, he's gonna tie it some way. There will be a black person in Mihawk's backstory.
I saw one in the comments. Somebody said Zero's father got killed by a black person.
Maybe, man. At this point, I wouldn't even be surprised. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's crazy. Za, what's your predictions, bro? What's happening next chapter?
I had a good take, but Bands threw me off with this stupid ass Clover bullshit. I've never, that was the biggest load of crap I've ever heard from Bands. And Bands is my guy, and he's a Shanks stan, and I still would put the Shanks lore over whatever the fuck he just
wait.
Clover.
I'm a Shanks and Mihawk stan. Don't forget to add Mihawk in that. I'm a Mihawk stan too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I do think next chapter we do see some Nami and Usopp tag team, because they're one of the first people that seen the Giants fight back on Little Garden. It was Nami and Usopp, and I think Usopp kind of convinces Nami of seeing the Giants the way he does. I think he does do that. And where Nami actually gets a very good appreciation of the Giant and seeing that, oh, this is what you meant. Because you already seen it. She's like, yeah, let go of let me go. But I think Usopp really he probably has a speech or something like that. But I do like a Nami and Usopp type of team up. I don't think they take anything out, but I do think they can cause some havoc.
I like it. Who do you think is going to be against though?
Maybe Gunko. Oh, and I had a theory that I was thinking about. You know how we've all been saying Zoro's gonna lock his Conqueror's Haki, or what if Imu tries to Domi reverse, because he already has Dori and Brogy. What if he tries to Domi reverse Zoro and Sanji? They are the parallels of, but Zoro. That's when Zoro and Sanji unlock their Conqueror's Haki.
Okay. Maybe. All right, Nika. Thoughts, man?
Dang. First of all, the panel with the three of them, Gunko, Killingham, Summers, that's a dope panel with the layout with the three of them just like posted. I like that panel a lot. Is it weird to say Killingham might be flying? Because in the anime, Venus Joro was just flying. Like, it was kind of crazy. Like, he's just galloping in the air on some G5 shit. So I think Killingham might be flying. He's already a mythical, so just gonna throw that out there. Besides that, dope chapter. Zoro's plan, I don't know what it consists of. Is he gonna do something with the Kanzaki? He's been, is it gonna imply the Gabon stuff? I don't know, but I do think he does something where, it just puts him right in the middle of everything, because that's where he want to be. He's where the might's at, so that's where he want to. He's trying to see what's going on. He's trying to cut up. Brooke wants to confirm whatever he's been thinking. He said it couldn't be. So she couldn't be. So he just wants to confirm whatever's going on. I do think we see Brooke next chapter, but more so on maybe last panel type vibe or something like that. If Oda doesn't give us any Brooke, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not completely against what y'all were saying. Usopp and Nami, I'm with them doing whatever, but they got to get up out that ability, man. Gunko really got them locked down because they still there. I didn't think they would still be trying to figure it all out, but I also considered Oda would want to show us them getting out of it. So hopefully that's what happens next chapter. They get out of whatever that is, because they need to, or maybe I don't know. Maybe they don't get out until Sanji gets there. So I don't have too many predictions for next chapter. I kind of just want to see where it goes. I have noticed randomly Killingham has supporting feats that match Usopp. Not saying that Usopp is going to face Killingham directly 1v1, but he might be involved, because we've seen Killingham. He's playing big support with the Nightmares. Then on top of that, he's doing he has done marksmanship with the arrow and stuff like that. Certain little things he's done kind of supports what Usopp does. If I draw the line on certain things. So I do think we get some sentiments of Usopp playing big support roles. He might not get a direct 1v1, but he might just do such big supporting. He might do a lot of big supporting things overall with everyone's fray. And that would make sense because he is supposed to be observation genius. So that would line up to if he stays composed and gets the whole thing of the moment and the energy that he had. To me, it means he's ready to lock in. So that's what I want to see from him. I want to see him go into battle. Show me what a going into battle prepared to really do this Usopp looks like. And he has the mentality for that right now. So I hope he carries that sentiment. He goes into battle, that observation triggers. That if we could get that out the way first and foremost, I know we are in for a Usopp come up for something. If we get through that before Usopp has to, get beat up a couple times and then something triggers and he goes crazy. You get me? But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me right now.
All right. Strawberry, you can have the final words because we're almost at our time. Do you have any thoughts on what's going to happen next chapter?
What better happen is we better get a fight from somebody. I know that much. I'm itching for a fight. I've never itched for a fight so badly. I don't fight, for context. I'm not a fighter, but I've been itching for a fight when it comes to this story. So someone better be pulling out a sword, breaking a nose, running from someone trying to hurt them. I don't know, something. I need some kind of action right now.
Okay.
I know that better happen in the next chapter.
Okay.
Rare to hear you on that note, but I ain't mad at that. We've been trying to get back to this for a minute now, so I feel you.
Yo,
3D says
Raspberry
G-Babe.
on that trauma breeds characters type shit. I respect it.
Yeah, it was everyone comes around at some point.
I thought it was Conquerors now. What happened?
Right.
It's for some people. Some people don't get it. Not everyone get conquerors.
Wes on Instagram says, "What if the man marked by flames is a Lunarian?"
Ooh.
I know you don't agree with that, Benz.
You trying to say
I already know.
You trying to say because he burnt? You a black man?
Nika, it can just be
Black History
Lunarians
Month
have
too.
the
Like, yo,
flame
Nika,
naturally.
You see how they think on Black History Month, yo, bro. You know what?
Zah, be quiet. We think like this on a regular basis. Chill out.
No, he's just marked. You know, he's got the flames like on him, and the people who gave him that title have never seen a Lunarian. So, like, King was not actually the last Lunarian. This guy's
Oh,
marked.
they saying
The-
marked by flame would, to me, that you I feel like you would come up with something more figurative to if you saw a dude with a flame on his back and you was gonna give him a nickname. Man marked by flame. I don't. It sounds cool, but it ain't really what it is for someone who has a whole flame on their back. That's how I feel, me personally.
Okay,
But
I
No.
mean,
marked by flame. It's not far fetched, but I wouldn't go. I personally wouldn't go there.
The only problem that I really, really, really have with it is due to the simple fact that they said that the man marked by the flames has a all black ship, and like whirlpools and stuff like that happens when you're near it.
Yeah.
So like if you have that, you know, I would ultimately think that the man that's causing it is the man marked by flames. So
Yeah.
like we haven't seen any type of ability like that from the Lunarian, unless you could correct me if I'm wrong. If the Lunarian ate a devil fruit and has a whirlpool fruit or something like that along the lines, totally possible. But nonetheless, if that would,
King,
if
King
that was
didn't have a devil fruit, it'd be valid. But he has a devil fruit. That's the problem.
yeah. So on top of that, it's like if he is a Lunarian, right? I think his whole identity, right? Because I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. If he is somebody that is quote unquote unknown, that would help with your whole Lunarian case, because he literally cannot let the world know that he's a Lunarian. So that at that point, I'll give it to you because he has to have that confidentiality.
Yeah, you can't. What?
I would say I only have one theory about the man marked by flames, and it just comes to my mind now. Because I was just thinking about like epithets in the sense of other things I've heard, in the sense of like, you know, like loved by one, beloved by one, and whatnot. So I'm like, if you're beloved by one, the one takes care of you, like God is beloved by flame and whatnot. So I'm like, marked by flame. So I'm like, it's probably someone. And when I think of flames, I'm like, oh, it could be someone that's affected by radiation. That's the reason why they stay on the ship and doesn't go around other people, because the mother flame is radiation. Yeah, that could be a reason why they stay on the ship and whatnot, because they're marked by like radiation. It could be another level to being marked by flames. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think there could be. I mean, to be honest, that's such a vague term that it could possibly, it could mean anything. Because I mean, kind of like what Nika was saying, if you take it literal, or okay, if we go in the actual literal sense, it could mean a person literally burned by fire, or it could be, marked by flames could just be another name for a king of hell. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of different ways that you could go on that. I'm here for whatever Oda decides to do.
Okay. Johnny, final thoughts?
Like, could I ask you a quick question?
Yes, please.
So ultimately, what were we all thinking about Bonnie? What's the direction with Bonnie?
What do you
What's she
mean?
gonna do? What's next for her?
Watch her dad die and get the fuck off this goddamn ship.
Dude, if her dad,
I'm tired of you.
I know some people who want her to join the ship and whatnot. If she joins the ship, her dad gotta die. If she goes off with Kuma and they have a happy adventure on their own and whatnot, I'd be content with that. He could live. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Like,
But if you want to join this shit, you need some trauma act right now. Lose your dad.
Zod, that is an
Wow.
8-year-old girl.
14.
You want to act grown, you gonna get grown, man. Grown up consequences. You want to act grown, you want to be grown your whole life, you gonna get grown up consequences. We're not doing that no more.
It's crazy.
What do you think they would have tried to do to her if she would have stayed a little 8-year-old girl? I mean, technically, she is still an
She's
8-year-old
14.
girl.
She's 14.
Exactly. There are a lot of 14-year-olds in this world that done seen a lot more. Listen, she got to grow up eventually. All right, run around like in pizza slices ain't the way it needs to go. The world is about to drown. Let's get it together. And Kuma gotta go.
Or is she 12? Which one is it? 14?
Oh my goodness!
12.
You know what? Then say
I
that
think she's
about.
12.
Oh, she's 12.
Well,
I think she's
That
12.
That don't make it
I get-
no
I'm
better.
not sure about the time skip and how it works.
Yeah, that's why I was putting the time skip in there, but yeah, I could be wrong.
I
Okay.
mean, no matter there are several ways to skin a cat. No matter how you say it, could this baby go through any more trauma, Zah?
Yeah.
I know she could. I know she could.
Absolutely,
Fully, but I'm
yes.
just saying.
Yes. Thank you, Raspberry. You answered your own question. I'm so proud of you. Look at you learning right now. You'd have been on one. You want violence, and now you want Bonnie to go through some trauma. I'm with it.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
No, I
You
said she
answered the
could.
question.
There is
Exactly.
the
There you go.
no,
She
there's the
should.
capacity for her to do so, but you're saying she needs more trauma to be on the ship. One, I don't think Bonnie, a 12-year-old girl, needs to be on a ship with a bunch of grown people. I think she needs to go home and be a kid for a while. Go back. Well, go to your daddy. Well, no. Actually, no, don't do that.
No. You are right. Raspberry, look at you coming around. I'm so proud.
Yo.
I'm so proud.
Yo.
She
Yo.
done seen
Never
the
mind
light.
now.
Yo.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you did that. You did that, bro.
If there is ever a chance for you to see the light,
You just gave him a
this
layup.
is it.
Man.
I did.
Chopper done have his hoop broken. He done got beat up by his family. Listen, Bonnie can go through it too. Oh,
Yep.
You know what?
that-
Okay.
It's over.
Keep walking
all right.
around.
I'm done with
And
that.
on that note, guys, great stream. See y'all next Monday for 1173. Have a good night and I'll catch y'all later.